Hey, would y'all be mad if I just cam down this whole entire live? Would y'all be upset at that? I really don't feel like being on camera. This is why I hate doing this. I can't like. I feel like it's too much. The light is too much. It's just too much brightness on me. But y'all listen. So we here to discuss what is going on in these evidential streets. Okay. So for those of y'all who don't know, Kelsey's 80-minute statement that she suddenly got amnesia about in the court of law has been released. Right? And we're going to listen to it, all of it. And we're going to break it down, analyze it, and we're going to dive into the information. Oh, Monique, you going outside. Monique, you going outside. You allowed these people to really manipulate you into thinking that Tori was innocent. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Let me say hi to everybody. What's up, Shayla said? Hey, Chef Donna. What's up, friend? Hey, Monique. What's up, LMV, Kathy, Colbert, Too Feisty, Koku, Chrislyn. What's going on, sis? Hey, Kiana. What's up, Wendy? Hey, Nola Reeds. How you doing? I ain't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Kiana, Nicole Honor, or is it Honoree? I don't know how to pronounce the last. But what's up, Lauren, Sharice, Olivia? You know, LNV, just simply, Kayla, PYT, Nikki, Nika. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's up, Kimmy Nicole? What's up, Francine? How y'all doing? Michael is in his crate where he needs to be while I'm doing this damn coverage. Okay. Look, Daddy out here trying to make us some money. Listen, trying to give him a new bone. Damn it. but yes, he's okay. What's up, PN2 Ross? How you doing? Belicious? Belicious, or is it belicious? Like beloved but licious at the end? Okay. Let's see where the goalpost is moved at today. We're gonna have to ask Monique, because she's the referee that is constantly moving the goalpost. Her and the rest of the manosphere. What's up, Anusha? What's up, Daphne? How you doing? You know what? I'm gonna commit. I told myself I was gonna turn on the camera. I gotta do it. All right. I just don't feel like myself. Anyway, okay. Get him a ham bone. A ham bone. The hell is that? Look. He can't be getting nothing fancy. Oh, y'all, because I'm buying a lot of stuff for myself. I'm spoiling myself these upcoming months, especially as I'm approaching 28. Am I already 20? Wait. No, yep, I'm about to be 28. I was like, am I about to be 28 or 29? Sometimes I forget how old I am, honestly. Got my striped shirt and whistle ready. All right. We want to see your face and your reactions. Okay. Well, I'm here. You okay. All right. So let's get it started. All right. I'm about to share the screen. We about to get in. We about to get into what Auntie Kelsey said in her testimony. Y'all know Auntie Kelsey suffers from amnesia and Alzheimer's. Auntie Kelsey had she was helping Harriet Tubman and them get to freedom and such. So sometimes her memory is a little bit lapsed. But once again, not to be confused, this is not my content. This content is coming from Street TV. STREET Okay, Street TV, 329,000 subscribers deep. Okay, this is not a Jeremy exclusive. Jeremy don't have exclusives. Jeremy and I here emailing lawyers and people. Probably should in the future, because I think I might cover the YSL gang, trial that's going on. Do y'all want me to cover that? I don't think y'all ready for me to cover that. All right. So this glow, will you be dropping a skincare routine? Honestly, I don't have one. Honestly, I don't. Honestly and truthfully, I really don't. I don't have a skincare routine. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. It is certain things that I started to use. I'll like let me go get them real quick. I'll be right back. I'll do that real quick for y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. Eyes back. Eyes back. Eyes back. Eyes back. Okay, it ain't too much. Okay, cool. Let me see something. Okay, so let me real quick. So I use this. This it's a not niacinamide brightening toner. By Good Molecules. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Is that what the hoes be doing on the beauty channels? Like by Good Molecule. Then I also have the Ordinary hyaluronic acid drops. And then I also have the Ordinary peeling solution. And now like this is what I use. All three. But I don't peel my face every day. Yeah, but like this is the three. Those are my three. And then water, working out, and minding my business, honestly. Outside of my YouTube channel. Like in my regular day-to-day life, I mind my business. And I try to be unproblematic as possible. And I try to love God. So those things help me with good skin, you know? Because my skin was really struggling at one point. I'm scared of anything with acid in the name. I use a Vino Clear complexion, period. But y'all, this is not a face tutorial. This is a tutorial about trying to get into this business that Kelsey done said that she completely forgot on the stand. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna share the screen. Okay. All right. So here we are. There we go. Wait, this is the wrong. This is the wrong. This is not. Okay. This is it. All right, y'all. So are y'all ready? Let me know if y'all are ready. Let me know if y'all ready. Like, tell me to put a one in the chat if you ready for us to this, because this gonna be a minute. We're gonna be in this for a while. Do y'all need to go get y'all snacks? Y'all need to go put the kids to bed? Check your IG, please. Okay, give me a second. Y'all, I barely be on IG. Law and crime reporter says text messages. I had saw this. Put a one in the chat. Okay. And if y'all could please like the video too. Just do me that one. Just do me that one quick one real quick. And also like the video. It ain't too much. I ain't asking for too much, right? Y'all, they really have not monetized my last video. And they already limited this one. What am I doing? Why are they out here like trying to stop my bag? I blame Nicki Minaj. Like, dang, it's so annoying because I have like goals I'm trying to reach. I thought I got things I want to buy. But listen, let's continue, okay? We ain't got time to fester over what's not happening at the moment. But let's get into what Auntie Kelsey got to say. All right, Auntie, take it away.
I will ask them to spell their names, if not now, then later.
You're listening to Street TV.
It wasn't quite clear to me for the second person. Okay, thank you. All right.
So we're here to talk about the events that occurred back in July of 2020, July 12th, 2020. And can I call you Kelsey?
Yes.
Kelsey, why don't we just start with how did you come to know Megan Pete?
We met in college. We attended Prairie View University together, and that's where we established our relationship.
So how long had you known her at the time of the incident in July of 2020? How many years do you think?
I would say roughly around 6 to 7 years.
And how would you describe the nature of your relationship? Were you friends? Were you work associates?
Yes, we were friends. And of course, as she grew into her career as an artist, I came along as a assistant or a team player, best friend.
And how long did you work with her as an assistant, would you say?
From 20, I don't know the exact years, but maybe late 2018 or early 2019 up until the incident.
And what were you and Megan doing out in Los Angeles on July 12th, 2020?
I actually had returned back to Los Angeles. I had came back from Houston after coming over the coronavirus. She had told me to come back. We were shooting a music video to WAP with Cardi B that week. So that is why we were back in LA.
Okay. And
I want to make a correction. We went back to LA after we were staying in New York for a little while filming.
Y'all, I thought WAP was made after the shooting. Y'all, because that's what they were saying. That's what they were like, oh, she out here saying that she got shot in the foot, but she out here in a WAP video doing choreography and twerking. That's what people were saying. So they filmed the WAP video before this had even happened. So Cardi B had that in the vault for for a while. That's crazy. And peep how she's saying we. Like, sis, you weren't in the video. Megan was. We was not filming a video. Megan was filming a video. Period. It's giving living vicariously through her. All right, but let's continue, child.
Once the pandemic broke out, we were supposed to travel overseas. Overseas got closed down, so we ended up relocating to LA.
Now, when you say relocating, was the plan that you were going to temporarily be staying in LA for a period of time?
Correct.
Okay. And what was the plan as far as how you were going to be staying there?
Until the pandemic was, over, until everybody was back free to continue on with their, lives.
Were you guys staying together or in separate?
We were together. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as far as this particular night, was there any event or anything going on?
There was no event. So we had actually got invited by Kylie Jenner to come over to her home to hang out. It wasn't like a party invitation.
It wasn't she got invited. See, the thing is, Kelsey, just because you are friends with Megan doesn't mean they're inviting you too. You're just her plus one, sir. Like, nobody, shock and plot. Like, nobody is inviting. Like, Kylie didn't say, Kelsey, come over, girl. Like, let's hang out. Like, it was never that. The only reason that y'all were there was because of Meg. And you being delusional enough to continue to say we is the reason why you kept on hearing you have reached the voicemail box of like every single time you called Megan. That is exactly why. Because you are not understanding your place in all of this. Exactly why every single time you kept on hearing the voicemail box of every single time you called the stallion. All right, but let's continue.
So we made plans to do that. And yeah, so we just went and attended Kylie's invitation.
And then going to Tory Lanez, how long did you know him for this whole thing happened?
We actually had met earlier 2020.
And when you say we, I guess I should probably, when you say we, are you referring to both of you and Meg met him around the same time?
Correct.
Okay.
Early 2020, we attended a brunch, a Rock Nation brunch, and that's where we all met.
Okay. And then what would you say was the relationship with Tory, between you, Meg, and Tory, up until that night, at least?
everything was okay. There was no issues.
You're listening
The
to Street
relationship
TV.
between me and Tori, you know, it was one of those situations you flirt. This is somebody that Megan wanted me to, you know, I guess have an involvement with. I ended up catching the virus. Actually, I went back to Houston. Her lease was up with her apartment. Got her apartment situated, caught the virus, and I stayed there. And I guess between that time, Megan and Tori became close. I don't know what the relationship was, but you know, they were with each other often, and that was that.
Okay.
And then you came back out and met back up with them in California.
Correct.
How long would you say you're back out in California before this night in July?
Less than a week, if not a week, less than a week.
Were you staying with Meg at the time?
That's correct.
Okay. And then that night you said you guys got an invitation from Kylie.
We didn't get the invitation that night. We received the invitation at the music video,
Okay.
which I believe that was maybe 2 days prior to the July 12th, or maybe a day prior to. And so, yeah.
So did you go to Kylie's house with Meg?
Correct. She asked me to come with her.
Okay. Who else besides you and Meg went to Kylie's house?
In our party, our group, it was me, Megan, and her stylist, EJ King.
Okay. And then do you remember about what time you got there?
I want to say around 6, 7 p.m. I believe that's the time we finally got there.
Okay. And so once you got there, what was everyone doing?
So once we got there, it was, you know, I want to say maybe 6 people that Kylie already had present. Megan volunteered to cook nachos, and so she actually began to cook nachos, and we were all outside just interacting, and then we began to play beer pong.
Oh, there's a pool outside too, right?
There's a pool.
Okay. So you guys were all hanging out. You said Kylie had maybe about 6 or so people there already at the house.
Correct.
Do you know who any of those people were?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know them until that night.
Oh, I see. Okay. Were any of them Tory though at the time you arrived?
No.
Okay. Who were the other 6 people, if you remember?
So her 3 best friends, I believe one, his name was Faye or Phi. Well, the other guy, I can't remember his name. There was a female friend of hers, Kris Jenner's husband or boyfriend, Odell Beckham, and Odell Beckham's friend.
Wait, why is Kris Jenner? Why is Kris Jenner boyfriend hanging out with his wife's daughter at a pool party with her young ass friends? Why is that happening? Are we allowed to ask that question? Like, this is some weird stuff. Like why? Like, what is all of this? Like why is he even there? Like, Corey, why are you hanging around with your girls, like, you know, daughters? Like, the more you hear about this family, the weirder it gets. You know, the weirder it seems, like, because I just don't understand as to why he is hanging around with these kids. Like, ain't he like 50 or 40 something? Isn't that odd to y'all? But anyway, I'll be quiet.
Actually, 9 people, and then a guy by the name of, what's his name? Their sons to a celebrity was 2, so 9 people.
Okay. So everyone's hanging out. Sounds like everyone's having fun. People were drinking.
Yes.
Okay. And then what goes on as the night carries on?
So, you know, we were playing beer pong, having a great time. Played, you know, she has a basketball court out there also. We played basketball. Megan was cooking. She came out, and she was just like, "Oh, y'all are having fun without me." And we're like, "Well, come join us," you know. And so she joined us. We were all enjoying ourselves. Of course, we ended up into the pool, having fun, enjoying ourselves from there. Everybody's still having fun, drinking, consuming alcohol. And that's kind of when the night just began to, I guess, go left a little.
Okay. And when you say go left, what do you mean?
So it was a point of time where I lost my conscience, and due to the alcohol consumption.
Do you know? I mean, it's hard to say because you're losing consciousness, but do you remember about what time it was?
We weren't following up with the time, honestly. We weren't following up with the time. We were having a great time.
Did you get a sense of how long you'd probably at least been there before you started, maybe kind of losing out on?
I would say about maybe 10, 11, somewhere around there. I'll say that. That's not, I don't know how accurate that is. So by the time I came back to my senses, Tori's now here, but everybody's gone. Everybody's gone. And so now it's just me, Megan, Tori, EJ, the stylist, and Kylie, of course.
You're listening to Street TV.
What time it was when you came to?
No, again, I wasn't following up with the time. So.
But you were like awake and lucid when Tori showed up?
When Tori, I wasn't there. Like, I didn't know when Tori showed up. I can't tell you what time Tori showed up. To my knowledge, Megan called a few people on FaceTime and asked him to come over.
When you kind of came to, though, you saw him there. How were you feeling there at that point?
I was aware.
Okay.
I was okay.
Okay.
So now we're still in the pool. It's Kylie, Tori, and Megan. They're kind of in like an area. I'm actually in the hot tub at this point. I believe that was a hot tub. I can't remember if that was a hot tub or just a smaller pool she has. EJ is sitting. She has like a cabana style setup. Mm-hmm. He's sitting over there on his phone. So we're all just kind of just minding our business. You can hear at the end of the pool, Megan is just like laughing uncontrollably. And it wasn't normal. I never heard her laugh like this, so you can kind of tell something was wrong. Tori did call for my name, and I acted like I didn't hear it. And Megan was like, no.
So at this point, it seems that, Megan had reached a point of being like belligerently drunk or obnoxiously drunk, and her actions are starting to reflect that. And it seems that now, Tori is kind of getting embarrassed, and Megan is not having self-awareness at this point because she's intoxicated. So Tori is calling Kelsey up to like, girl, come and get your friend. Like come and get her. Like, and Kelsey is up to like, I ain't having nothing to do with that. So that's even more weird that you're like, I'm saying like your friend is out here. You literally just cited that you feel that something is wrong. And Tori is calling you over, like, to me, to say like you probably need to come get her. Like, and you talking about, no, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Girl, you're here with her. Yes, you do. You are like, you have everything to do with this. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for her. Like all of this has everything to do with you. What you talking about? Like, come and confiscate this stallion, please. It is running amok in the damn stable. You are the assistant. Assist this girl into stop looking the damn fool at people's pool party. And this is not no slight or diss to Megan, because she was going through a lot at the time. She was going through, the passing of her mother, the passing of her grandmother, her father gone. All of these people are gone, and she's out here alone, and she's trying to, self-medicate probably with alcohol, and she's probably being belligerent. So at this point, Megan is going through a very dark time in her life. So yeah, you should come and get her. Like, Kelsey's a weirdo. We saw how rough Megan was trying to force Chloe to drink. Kelsey was, oh my God, Monique, you're so whack. Anyway, let's continue.
Come back. I heard that, but Tori was going between Megan and Kylie, and EJ said, Kelsey, it's time to go. Like, let's go. It's getting late. The alcohol consumption, it's time to go. So I said, okay, I told Megan, hey, let's go. And she didn't want to leave. So I just went upstairs. I was going to go pack our suitcases because Kylie had, when we got there, Kylie led us to a room where we can change and hang out and sleep or whatever. So I went upstairs to pack our suitcases. They were already packed. EJ had packed them. So I put my, it's like a pajama set on. It's a top and a bottom. So I put my set on.
It seems that like at this point, EJ is up there like, girl, we got to get y'all up out of here because she is tripping. So obviously at this point, Megan is falling apart at the seams. It seems like they're trying to maintain her appearance, maintain her look. She's acting odd. She's acting belligerent. It's obvious that something is going on with her. She's obviously intoxicated. She's obviously upset, angry. Maybe she's not a happy drunk. She seems like one, or maybe she's the type that when she drinks, her feeling, the mood that she's in at the time is amplified to a maximum. So if she was irritated, she's gonna be even more pissed off when she's drunk. Like maybe that's what it is. But at this point, it seems like they're trying to get her the F up out of there, right? So at this point, she woke up, and I think EJ is saying like, we need to get her to get up out of here because her wig coming off. She already done said something slick to Kylie. We need to get her up out of here.
I came back downstairs. I loaded EJ's vehicle, who we rode with. I loaded his vehicle with our suitcases, and at that point, I went back in. She wasn't ready to go, so me and EJ stayed outside. I sat inside of the car with Tori security.
Do you know that guy's name?
Quan.
Okay.
Quan.
Now he was security. Was he also basically Tori's driver too?
Tori's security driver friend. Kind of just playing all of the roles, right?
Did you know him before this date, Quan?
I honestly had never met Quan.
Okay, that was the first time.
That was my first time meeting Quan.
Did you know, was he like local to LA or did he travel with Tori? Do you know?
I know he didn't travel with Tori because, like I said, that was my first time meeting him. I don't know when Quan came in or how long they've been acquainted, or he was just there for that night. I can't tell you.
So he had a separate car.
Tori had a separate car.
And that's the car you got into?
That's the car I got into. I sat in the front seat. Quan sat in his driver's seat. And I was actually on FaceTime with my sister, and we were talking, just kind of one of those things like, girl, I can't believe we're here. We used to watch this growing up.
Yeah.
So, we're talking regular talk. And then so EJ says, Kelsey, tell Megan it's time to go. Her wig is coming off of her head. So at that point, it's like, okay, no, we have to go because her appearance isn't, it's not holding up correctly.
Yeah.
So I went inside and I said, Megan, like, let's go. She didn't even know her wig was coming off. And I said, your wig. So that made her come on and get up out the pool. So Tori stayed in with Kylie. So we come outside. This time, we're making our plans to leave. I guess at some point she tells EJ, no, Tori's taking us home. So they transferred the luggage from EJ's car to Tori's car. And so once they did that, Megan jumped in the front seat. Now Quan's driving, and I'm in the back seat behind Megan.
And EJ just drives off in his own car, correct?
Not just yet.
Okay.
So I want to be clear and make sure I'm not losing my. Okay, so once we do that, okay, Megan, she tells Quan to get Tori, like it's time to go. So Quan goes in to grab Tori. We stay in the car. Tori comes out and he's like, no, take them home. His demeanor was, he didn't want to get in the car. Why? I don't know.
Tori didn't want to get in the car.
Tori didn't want to get in the car.
Did he seem upset at all?
It wasn't that he was upset. I think he wasn't upset. He just, he did not want to get in the car. He didn't want to get in the car with us. Like I said, at that point, I'm not aware of why.
So at this point, Kelsey, this woman obviously invited your man over there, right? She supposedly went back inside and got your man out, and your man, who you said on the stand in court that you were fooling with, wanted to stay at this woman's house in the middle of the night with her only. While you wait, I wonder, did Odell Beckham and them leave? Or was they all gonna do a little? Were they all just gonna like pass Kylie around allegedly? Like, because I didn't hear that, Odell and his friend left. Where they at? Are they in their rooms? Like, did they sleep in the same rooms together? The two friends that, Odell brought? And why is how old is Odell Beckham? Why is all of these old ass people hanging out with Kylie? How old is Odell? Let me look. Okay, he's 30. He's not that old. And this happened in 2020. So that makes him 28 at the time. I mean, yeah, ain't too bad, I guess. No, she said everyone left. Also, she said everyone left. Oh, yeah. So, and I'm saying, like, so at this point, like, are you still not understanding the picture of what's going on? That why aren't you upset that Tori wants to stay behind with Kelsey at her house alone? Why are you not upset at that? Why do you not understand that Megan is upset that he wants to do that? And he doesn't want to get in the car. Why are you acting like you don't know these things? Like, why are you acting like you don't know? I thought she said once I think she did. I think I had just forgot that about the part. It's a lot of information I'm trying to take in. Corey Gamble, why are you sitting here at this party with, like, you damn near 40, hanging around with people in their early fucking 20s? Like, that's weird. That's weirdo behavior. Like, you're old. And you effing her mom. What was you doing? You head of the damn security? Like, he's a creep. And not only is he a creep, but he's a knock-kneed creep. Because Corey knees be knocking. Somebody knocking the boots, But let's continue.
So anyways, we leave. So Tori stays at the house with Kylie. It's me, Quan, and Megan. So we leave. EJ follows out behind us. He goes home because there's no reason for him to follow us. He's going home. So as we're leaving, Megan is still doing this laugh. I'm kind of just in the backseat, just like, I don't know, just in the backseat. And then I guess she realizes that she had left a slipper, a Louis Vuitton slide that she wears. And so she demanded Quan to take us back to Kylie's. And so we pull up to Kylie's house and everybody's kind of confused. Her security guards are outside, probably like 6 security guards.
You're talking about Kylie's security guards?
Correct. And he calls to see if it's okay. We come back and they let us in. So once they let us in, Megan jumps out the vehicle. I stay in the vehicle. Quan follows behind Megan. So it's just me at this point.
Oh, Quan actually gets out of the car with Megan.
Right.
Okay.
So they're inside. It's for a little moment. Then immediately they rush out. Everybody rushes out.
Who's everybody? Okay.
Tori, Quan, Megan. Kylie, she comes out, but she stays on her porch, on her door entry. So Megan jumps back in the front seat. Tori gets in the car, which is now he's behind Quan. He's behind the driver. I'm still behind the front passenger. And Megan says, sorry, I got to cuss. But she says, bitch. Kylie said, we got to get the fuck out of here. And I was like, what?
It don't sound like she's in distress to me, y'all. It don't sound like she's in distress, that she's being pressured. She's up there like telling you everything from A. She's giving me so much information. I am missing certain things. Child, do y'all see the difference in the way that, Megan looks now? She don't even look like this no more. Like, I mean, she didn't get no surgery on her face or anything, but like, she definitely was looking like EJ back in the day when this was happening. EJ was definitely dressing her like himself. She was even doing her makeup like him. I am so happy that my baby has elevated, because like one thing One thing that we don't like is that she was trying to look like that, pretty car mechanic. I think EJ looked like a nigga who do car technician work. He got a strong face. Ain't nothing pretty, soft, or supple about EJ. EJ looked like he could bench press every single one of us at once. His face is strong, his goatee is strong, his voice is strong, his weave is strong. Everything about EJ looked like he could double up as like a fierce ass bodyguard. He do look like a pretty ass mechanic. That nigga look like he'll be like you can see him like rolling from underneath your hood, right? You can't see that. I think I can. He look like a pretty ass shade tree mechanic. Ain't nothing about this man pretty. I'm just being real with y'all. I'm just being real here. Okay, but let's continue.
Like, why? And so Quan was like, they were in their
You're
argument.
listening to Street TV.
I guess Tori and Megan. And so what they were arguing about, I don't know. So it was kind of like, oh, okay. And now we're leaving.
And so Megan's in the front, Quan's driving, you're in the back seat behind Quan.
Megan.
Or behind Megan, and Tori's behind Quan.
Correct.
Okay.
So we're leaving, we're driving, going down the road. Megan is laughing still. It's like an uncontrollable laugh. And just out of curiosity, I want to know what's funny. So I'm like, what is funny? Like, what is going on?
So Kelsey's in here basically telling us that like Megan is a and then Kelsey's up there like, wait, what's funny? And then Tori's up there like, go tell her why you so fake. Like, I don't like, to me, like, this exchange does not even make sense to me. Like, this exchange does not even make sense. Like, she's pissed off. She gets out of the car. She comes back into the car after Tori and the driver gets her. She's laughing uncontrollably. Tori's sitting behind the driver, and then Kelsey like, what's funny? What's going on? Huh? I don't know how that makes sense. That is a disconnect there. It's a disconnect. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just an odd disconnect. Like, obviously, nothing was funny. Like, you obviously know that something is going on. Megan is pissed off. Like, so is this like a child? Is it like a golf laugh type of thing where you like, child? Was it like that, or did she just come back to the car laughing uncontrollably? Like all of this was like a joke to her. I'm not understanding. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Child, if the heifer is drunk and you know this, you should realize they're laughing because they are drunk. I wouldn't care to ask any questions. I'm trying to go home, right? Like, I don't know. But we continue.
And Tori, that's when Tori butts in, and he's like, yeah, Megan, why don't you tell your best friend what's so funny? Why don't you tell her how fake you are? And so I'm confused because this was random. And so I said, what? Like, what are you talking about? And Megan's like, Kelsey, don't listen to him. He's just trying to make you mad. And so I'm like, what are you talking about? And, next thing you know, the arguing, began with Tori and Megan. They're arguing, they're taking jabs at each other. He's calling her out her name. He's calling her, like, I've never heard him speak like this, so.
The stuff he was saying?
I can't honestly recall, like, verbatim. He was definitely calling her, like, bitches and hoes. And So, you know, I stepped in and I said, you know, you're not going to talk to my friend like that. You know, like, I don't care what y'all got going on, but you're not going to talk to her like that in front of me. So he got offended, and now me and him are arguing. And we're taking, you know, honestly, when I argue, I can say things that are hurtful too. So he was saying mean things, so I was saying mean things back to him. And
Do you remember any of the exchange?
I'm about to get to what I do remember. He began to say, you know, I'm from, like, he just started like, I'm from Canada, like, basically, I guess insinuating that they're gangsters or something. I don't know. I'm from Canada, my nigga. Like, do you know? And I'm like, okay. And like, so, you know, now we're just going back and forth. It's like, I'm going back and forth with him. He's going back and forth.
So she says, like, I don't care what y'all got going on between y'all. So she already knew that something was going on between the two of them, right? So why is she sitting here acting like she did not know? Like, you've already assumed it. And then why is she sitting here trying to act like she is just so what's the word for it? So clueless as to what's going on. Like, she's just obtuse to the surroundings of what she's in. Like, why is she acting this way? Huh? Not I'm from Canada. Try they bust shots out there, apparently.
For with Megan. And he said, my nigga, I'll shoot you. And so
Who said that to you?
He said that to me. So he reached, like he was going to grab something. He reached towards the middle console, but he never pulled anything out.
Now, can you describe the middle console on the car? There's like I assume like some type of flat cover or lid.
Correct.
And then when he reached towards it, you just saw what? His hand moving?
Yeah, it was just a motion that he reached. He never opened it or, you know, so it was just a motion. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, and if you shoot me, then I guess it's my time to go. Like, you know, like, and if you shoot me, just know I have people who.
So Tori's up to like, I'm from Canada, you know? I'm from Canada. We get it cracking out there, bro. We get it cracking from Canada. What you know about Canada? Like, I got all the goons out there in Canada. Like, is that the way that, like I'm saying, like this sounds ridiculous. This sounds ridiculous. Like, they all had to be drunk. Ain't no way he have to like, I'm from Canada, you know? Ain't no way. We get it cracking out there, buddy. Like what? Who says that? And then let's not act like America is not a dangerous place. Like, we got like, you know, mass pows happening all over the country because of our loose gun laws, baby. Y'all, it ain't like that out there in Canada. It ain't like that. Y'all, it ain't like that. We know it's not. People go to Canada for safety. People come to America to make money, not for safety, but refuge. There's a difference. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, like, who says I'm from Canada? We get it cracking out there, you know? Pow pow, bust shots. Brah, brah. You know that's what the Jamaicans out there like. Brah, 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 brah. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm stereotyping. Okay, let's continue.
Will ride behind me, you know, in my support, you know, and he's like, you know, he's just talking mess still, him and Megan, me and him. So then Megan, I guess we're on Sunset Boulevard at this time. And Megan demands for, sorry, that's mine.
Your ring. Mine.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Megan demands for Quan to pull the vehicle over. So we pull over and we're actually by a bus stop. Megan jumps out the vehicle. Tori follows behind her. Quan stays in. I stay in because it's just like we're in the middle of a road. Like, we're just arguing. This is, you know. So Tori and Megan, they sit at the bus stop. They have, I don't know what conversation they had, a conversation if any. But when they got back in the vehicle, it was calm. Tori then began to.
When they got back in the vehicle, do you remember where everyone was?
Yes, sorry. Megan got back in the front seat. Tori got back in behind Quan, so behind the driver's seat. So it was calm. Everybody was calm. Tori then began to apologize to me. And he's just like, I'm sorry, Kelsey, you're just a real ass nigga, and I had to tell you. You know, and I'm like, what?
An apology.
Right. And so I'm like, but he's saying it loud. And so Megan can hear this. So that kind of stirred her back up. So now they're arguing back together. At this point, it's uncontrollable. Can't stop it.
And do you remember anything at this point that was being said between them?
At this point, they're arguing about each other's artistry as a career as an artist. She's telling him like you're only this and that because you're on a remix with Jack Harlow, and he's telling her things about her career as an artist, which I can't remember what he was telling her, but they just started hitting each other with their career as an artist. So now we're at the final, the next stop where the incident occurs. And this time Tori demands Quan to let us out. He's like, let these hoes out, let these bitches out the car. This is my car. And so we're like, okay, we'll get out.
Like, it's the fact that he and Meg have basically got into an argument about their artistry, was basically lets me know that it was always a clout move with him trying to chill with Megan anyway. And, he had felt real big and bad about himself that he was over to Kylie Jenner's house and that Kylie Jenner was okay with him staying behind by himself with her in the pool. Wasn't you with Travis Scott at this point? Didn't Travis Scott and Tory Lanez also have some issues going on? Was it revenge? Were you trying to give him a piece of the cooch for revenge? Things to make you say, But let's also talk about this. Like, it was always a clout move for you to try to get with Megan. That's always what it was. And if you wanted Kelsey, it was only so you can get closer to Megan. That's what it was. Because he probably was always like the ugly duckling. Well, not probably. You can kind of look at him and see that. He probably was always the one who was never picked, and then when Megan actually gave him the time of day, because like they were trauma bonding at the time, he didn't know how to react to that because he had already kind of started to try to get to Megan through Kelsey. But now he didn't need to do that. He was able to use the trauma to get with her. So he did that. And now all of a sudden, you have, almost like an ego war. And where you want to feel like you are this person and you have all of this ego, but you truthfully don't. And Megan put you in your place. She reminded you that you were only popping at the time because you were on that Jack Harlow remix. I forgot the name of the song, but that's how irrelevant it is. You were on the remix of that. Meanwhile, she had just did a song with Beyonce. Savage itself was already knocking. Then she already had Cash-ish. Then she already had, Big Old Freak. She already had Girls from the Hood. She was having hits back to back at this point. And that's something that she never really had. She was she reached the top of the Billboard, was able to collaborate with an artist who never collaborates with nobody. But WAP wasn't even out at that point. She already had that loaded in the stash. The whole reason that Kelsey had came back was so they could do the WAP video. Captain Hook, right? And then I could see he getting upset and drunk, and now he ready to bust shots, right? He's ready to get it cracking because she's almost in a way insulting his manhood. She just secured a Nicki collab, right? She was everywhere. I mean, she's still everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
So he pulled the car over, and everything here transpires. Megan jumps out of her seat, which is the front seat. I open up my door, which I'm behind Megan, and when you're getting out of a vehicle, you're not really just like looking at any direction. You're just kind of getting out the vehicle, you know, especially we didn't expect anything to happen next. So we're just getting out the vehicle. I get out of my side, and no sooner do you know, you start hearing gunshots going off. I look up about and you see Tori. He's now in the front seat. I guess he must have jumped over. It was very smooth transition because we didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. And he's leaning over. The door is open, and he's leaning over like the door window.
Which door? Is it the rear
right,
door?
the front right. So where Megan was sitting.
Okay, so his door's open in the
My
driver's side.
My door's open in the back, and the front door is open to where Megan got out. The front right passenger.
Both doors on the passenger side
are open, correct. So
And is he shooting through the window or over the top of the door?
no, he's shooting over the top of the door. So
over the top of the door would be the rear passenger door.
the right
the
front
passenger.
Okay.
passenger. So again, as I said, he must have jumped, or I don't know how he did it because it was very very smooth. And he was leaning over the front passenger door, and you know she was shooting the gun.
Where were you standing at this point?
At this point, I'm standing kind of like my body's still like to the side behind the door, the rear passenger door. So I would say my left side was the rear passenger, and my right side was kind of like this. Like this is the door, and
Are you still partially in the car at this point?
no, I'm out of the vehicle. Okay. I'm out of the vehicle. I'm just not around my door.
Let's pause for a second and try to understand what she's saying. She's saying that at this point, the argument had got so heated between Tori and Megan. Kelsey had jumped in. He had threatened gun violence on her. Megan, at this point, runs out, like hops out of the car. You know, she's getting ready to go out of the car too after he says, "Y'all two bitches get out of my car." So they're both heading out of the car. Out of nowhere, she's saying that Tori, from the back seat of the driver's side, goes and climbs into the passenger seat while she's getting out, but she didn't hear anything. She didn't see anything. She didn't witness. She couldn't tell that somebody was climbing. Maybe she was just that drunk and that obtuse. And then she got into the passenger. And then he got into the passenger seat, climbed over the window, pointed outside of the window, and for what Megan says, he yells, "Dance, bitch!" Da 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 da. You know, like, and then he decides to, start, shooting. And then at this point, she just hears the gunshots because she's saying that she's like a midget at this point. She's only 4'11". She can't see. So all she can hear is the gunshots. So all she sees is like Megan freeze. And he's just like bow, 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 bow. About 4 to 5 shots. And she don't know what to do. She can't tell what's going on. She's scared. But let's continue.
Or yet.
Yeah.
So
you know, where's Megan?
So I was about to speak on Megan. So she was walking away when this happened, but by the third, fourth shot, and by the time I look up, she's facing towards us, and I've described it like a deer in headlights. Mm-hmm. I'm short. I'm 4'11". The vehicle is kind of a little raised up, higher than me, so I can't really see. I can only see from her chest up. That's all I can see. But the way Tori was angling the gun is kind of like, it wasn't like straight. It was like, down.
Mm-hmm.
It was down in her direction?
Definitely in her direction. In the air, definitely in her direction. So at that point, we kind of were in shock,
Did you hear him say anything as he was shooting?
He did not say anything.
Okay.
There was no words at that point, you know.
What was Quan doing? Could you tell?
I think everybody was in shock.
Okay, so he wasn't part
even
of it.
right here at this point right here. He wasn't part of this. What I'm about to get into next. I can't tell you guys where Tory pulled the gun from. Like I said, the motion when he first threatened me was middle console, but I don't know if that's where the gun was.
But you had said he referenced like shooting y'all earlier while you're in the car, right?
He threatened to shoot me.
As if he had a gun
Correct.
in his control somewhere.
Correct.
Okay.
And so after the shots rang.
This is where they got him for that. This is where they put that charge on him for having possession of a controlled firearm. You know, that's where they got that, because y'all see how he specifically stated that, and she confirmed it. But one thing real quick, mature black female podcast, like, the fight don't matter at this point. It does not matter. At the end of the day, what matters is who the gun was in the hand of. And the witness, Kelsey and Megan, all put the gun in his hand, plus the apology. And it's a possibility that the witness could have been wrong when he said that he believed that Kelsey shot the gun first. Because based on his testimony on, seeing, Tory shoot 4 to 5 times, there's no way that Tory and Kelsey could have passed the gun to one another that fast. And he made it very clear that it was not like, no, oh, pass me the gun. Oh, here it is. Pow, pow, pow. It wasn't that way. So it's possible, because they were all so close together, he may have thought that it came from her, but it truthfully came from him. Because if he saw Tory shoot 4 to 5 times, okay, mature black mama podcast. Monique, y'all are really sitting here being blatantly dumb. I cannot. What are you talking about? Why would you even sign that petition? You know this man did this shit. Y'all know he did. Why are y'all playing with y'all own intelligence? Because y'all not playing with mine. How do you not feel that justice was given? What else is missing here? Regardless if Megan and Kelsey got to fucking fighting, Megan didn't say that Kelsey shot her. She said that Tory did it. The witness said Tory did it. Kelsey said Tory did it. Jesus said Tory did it. He apologized profusely on the 911 on the jail call. It was not for fucking both of those women. It was not for that. Y'all are playing games with me. Do not trigger me. Y'all are like, I don't give a fuck who fought who. I don't. Because we're like, us throwing hands is not what we're getting prosecuted for. Us shooting somebody is what we're getting prosecuted for. And I feel like at this point, y'all just don't want to believe this woman. Like, y'all don't want to believe at any point that this woman got shot by this man. And it's so weird. You know what? Let me remove my emotions about this. Let me just continue. I'm sorry.
It was, like I said, 5 shots. We kind of froze. And by the time I get back into I snap, Megan had either crawled or walked or limped over to, she's in a driveway. She's in a driveway on the side of the driver's side. She's in a driveway. Tory sits down.
In the front passenger seat?
In the front passenger seat.
Okay.
He's sitting. I guess just kind of shocked also. So I run over to her. I immediately ran to her. She's the forefront of my thoughts. My job as a friend in general is just naturally to protect my friend, protect. So now I'm in defense mode on the behalf of Megan. I ran to her. She's on the floor. I never looked at her feet. I never really just got to look at her. I just know when I ran to her and she grabbed me, she had blood. So in my head, she had got shot because shots just went off and she's bleeding. That's what I think. So I see Tori coming around the vehicle. It's dark, lights are flat, hitting him. It's almost like a scary scene. So again, I'm in defense mode. I see him coming around the vehicle, and in my head, I'm thinking he's about to come over here and attack us.
Do you see whether or not when he's coming around the vehicle if he still has the gun?
I don't believe he had the gun.
Okay.
So like I said, I just thought he was coming over to attack us. So I stepped in between where he was coming to where Megan was. And at that point, that's when the assault between me and him happened. He assaulted me. And Quan then comes he just comes and he picks me up like a little doll. And he's like, Kelsey, they do this all the time. And I said, huh? She's bleeding. She's been shot. I don't know if y'all know she's shot. By that time, he's already to where Megan's at. So I don't know what goes on in that driveway.
Who comes towards Megan? Is that Quan or Tori?
So initially, Tori comes,
Yeah.
and that's where I stepped in, and we had an altercation. He physically assaulted me, and then Quan came and separated him from
What
me.
exactly did he do when he was assaulting you?
I mean, everything. My adrenaline was so high. I don't know if he was hitting me with a closed fist or slapping me. It was just a physical altercation.
Were you wearing a necklace that night?
I was, and I'm gonna go to that part too. Now Tori's in the driveway with Megan. Quan is holding me. Like I said, he's big. He just picked me up and said, "They do this all the time, Kelsey." And I said, "Huh? No, like she's bleeding. She's been shot, to my knowledge." And so I'm still in defense mode. I'm still in, I gotta
You're
protect her.
listening to Street TV.
So I look up and I see the vehicle is in the middle of the road and it's on. The door is open. So my initial reaction is to cause a distraction, and I jumped into the vehicle and I threw it in jerk, and it worked.
What does that mean?
I just jerked it, made it move,
Okay.
made it move just to get him away from Megan. Because in my head I'm thinking he's over here gonna just attack.
So you got in the driver's seat of the car and moved it.
And I jerked. I made it jerk.
Okay.
I didn't even move it. I didn't even drive or anything. I just made it jerk.
Okay.
And so when I did that, it did exactly what I needed it to do, get Tori away from Megan. And so I don't know how he got to the vehicle. I don't know if he ran or walked, but he got to me really quick. And that's when he started pulling me by my hair. He was pulling me by my hair really hard. And again, I wasn't afraid for my life when the incident was going on with Megan. I was in defense mode. But then I became afraid for my life when he started pulling my hair and my neck, because it was really, really hard. That's when the necklace.
When you said he pulled on your neck, what do you mean?
He was almost I didn't lose my breath, so I wouldn't say choking, but he was pulling my neck and my hair. And then so here comes Quan again. Quan he's in between us, but Tori has a good grip. He's not letting go. So it's kind of like tug of war at this point with my head and body, and I'm scared. And I kind of dumb myself down just to get him to let me go. And I said, Tori, what are we doing? What are we doing? And when I said that, he released. He let go. And so now Megan is standing. We're all standing at the front driver door.
Did you see how Megan got to the front driver door at all?
I can't tell. No, she just hopped, walked. I can't tell you, but she was there. She was standing at the front driver door. And, Quan, they're just get in the car, We didn't have a pushback about getting in the car because we're in the middle of nowhere. At this point, we don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. We honestly didn't even think about calling 911 at this moment or anything. It was all a blur.
Now, did you have?
I did. My nails were broken off.
That was during your
with
fight
the
with Tori?
altercation with Tori,
Okay.
Correct. So now we get in the vehicle. Quan gets back in the driver's side. Tori gets in now replaces Megan's seat. So he's in the front passenger. Megan gets in where I was sitting, which is now behind Tori. And now I'm behind Quan.
How is Megan looking at this point? Is she crying? Is she upset? Is she scared of anything? Can you tell?
Megan I was screaming. I was tripping. I was having panic attacks. Megan honestly was very calm. And that's what made me think that they had a conversation in the driveway where I don't know. That's my assumption, but she wasn't in distraught. I was in distraught more than her, and sorry, it just upsets me.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, I can get tissue.
You were
if you need
in
a break,
distress,
just let me know,
by the
okay?
way. It's distress.
Let's see.
And you were
I'll be right
distraught.
back.
Not you were in distraught.
Sorry, I don't have tissue though. We can paper towels will work.
Thank you.
Get something done.
That's all right.
I was going around and
I'm sorry. Can I just say something real quick? It's still on my spirit. I'm not over it. It's really fucking pathetic to me that men are out here trying to cape for Tory. You know, that's one thing. But to see fucking women, black women at that, like cape for this nigga, and when y'all know that the same shit had happened to y'all, you would definitely want somebody to protect you. For y'all to sit here and try to make up any fucking type of science or math equation to try to get this man out of responsibility or culpability out of doing all of this shit to these women is really fucked up and stupid. And I don't understand that shit. I don't. Now, before I got all of this evidence and stuff like that, that was one thing because we were hearing it secondhand. But hearing this shit, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how y'all could even believe that this man is innocent. The fact that whoever the fuck that mature mammy podcast lady who be coming in here talking shit and then leaving, I don't even know how you can even name yourself that shit. And a lot of y'all feel like I'm biased. I don't think I'm biased. Honestly and truthfully, I don't. Because I don't even listen to Meg like that. Shit, y'all had to remind me some of the collaborations that she had. Like, I'm on the side of right. I'm on the side of what makes sense to me. Yes, there may be inconsistencies as far as who could have slapped boxed and beat up who, but at the end of the day, we didn't like Megan didn't go to the hospital for getting beat up. She went to the hospital because she was shot. I don't care about who fought who. What I care about is who shot who. And Kelsey said that he did it. Megan said that he did it. The gunpowder residue was on him. Not only that, the witness said that they heard him shoot 4 to 5 times, saw him shoot 4 to 5 times, and the gunshot, audio doesn't even match to even believe that Kelsey even had this gun. Because how would he have got it that fast? The way pop, 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 pop. When would he have been able to pass? When would she have been able to give the gun to him? So it's obvious that he might have been mistaken, and it might have been like him the whole time shooting this gun. He literally said he saw Tory shoot 4 to 5 times. He believed that the female shot first, but that's not 100% accurate. And based on the evidence of the audio that we're going to hear, I don't know if we're going to hear that. I need to look that up. Based on the evidence of the shots in the audio, is no way Tory could have had that gun after Kelsey did it, because there was no breaks really between the shots, which means that they all had to come from Tory, because that's who the witness said he saw firing the firearm. Maybe I'm a critical thinker. Maybe I'm wired differently. I don't know. But like, this is weird how y'all are not able to see this. How? And then what's so crazy is Monique. They got you looking crazy because DJ Academics, fucking Millie, and the rest of these niggas was out here really having y'all thinking that this evidence brought into court was swaying to his side. In no way, shape, or form is it. This, like, now I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like some of this shit don't sound like a little bit of fabrication, but the emotion that Kelsey is giving right now, unless she's a fucking actress, I fucking doubt it. This shit is real. She's traumatized by this shit. And for y'all to not think that somebody can be traumatized from being beat up and shot at is fucking weird. What do y'all think would traumatize a black woman? To get killed? Unfortunately, when you get killed, you can't be traumatized after that. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. It's no way in my mind, listening to this stuff, that I believe Tory has any ounce of innocence. Also, y'all, like the video real quick. My blood pressure is getting ran up. My blood pressure is getting ran up. Please like the video. And also donate to the channel if you may so choose, because I'm cussing and I didn't want to do this. Even in death, she would still be blamed. That's true. Y'all sitting here blaming motherfucking Beyonce and Jay-Z and Rock Nation over this shit? Do y'all know how fucking dumb y'all sound? How fucking stupid you bitches sound? How fucking ignorant you stupid, dumb, pussy-headed hoes sound? And I'm talking about the men and the women. Like you motherfuckers needed to be swallowed. Like, for real. Like, y'all are just waste to the community. If you can listen to this shit, hear this shit, Glizzy God, drink bleach. Can somebody ban them up out of here, please? Can somebody remove them, please? Remove them, please. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're kidding or like I need a removal. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm talking about some real shit. This is not a fucking game. Like, I'm being fucking for real. Glizzy God has been on the okay. I'm just making sure. I'm not in the mood to be. I'm not in the mood to be pushed. Okay, Glizzy God can stay. My bad. But I'm being dead ass serious. Like, this is some real shit. And if this had happened to either one of y'all in the comments, Monique, if this had happened to you, Prosperity, if this would have happened to you, Two Fights, if this would have happened to you, all of this stuff, if this would have happened to y'all, I would have a lot of care for y'all. I wouldn't immediately say that y'all motherfuckers are lying. Do y'all know how hurtful that shit can be? To go through some shit like this and then somebody tell you fucking lying and then put in some fucking meaningless facts that don't fucking matter. Who cares who I fucked? Who cares who I slept with? This nigga shot me. Fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? No, nigga. You cannot, y'all cannot just switch the fucking focus to this woman's clitoris because she got fucking shot. No, nigga. No. And I'm done. If I hear any one of you niggas in the comments, man or woman included, telling me that this nigga is innocent, I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to be rude. I might block you from this chat. Simply off the strength, because I know y'all are the type, like you bitches are the type to set bitches up to get sex trafficked, and then you niggas are the type to sex traffic women. That's the type of bitches and niggas that y'all are. Like, fucking, like, I truthfully can't. And I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck how big these niggas' platforms are. I don't give a fuck how big, fucking academics is. I don't give a fuck how big Millie is. I don't respect none of these niggas, period. I don't care. I don't have to say I like people because they have big platforms, and I want them to give me a chance or to give me a shot, or I won't ruin my chances. Bitch, I'll make YouTube pop on my own in my own time, whenever that may be. At the end of the day, that bitch and that nigga are fucking weird. To listen to this shit and then to say that this woman was fucking lying? How dare you? And then Joe Budden, the man who allegedly beat an abortion into a bitch. Let me continue. I'm so disgusted. Like, this shit has really made me look at a whole lot of fucking people differently. This shit has made me look at Black T-Blog differently. This shit has made me look at T-Ash Miracle differently. This shit has made me look at DJ Academics. Well, I never really looked at him differently. I always thought he was a bitch ass nigga anyway. And then it's really definitely made me look differently at my radio, because y'all forgot I'm a huge Nicki Minaj fan. But this shit right here is exactly why your titties will never be winning against gravity, Milagros. Your titties will always be fighting and losing against the gravity pushing them down. Always. Your titties and your kneecaps will always be neighbors. Your heels will always be leaning. Your knees will always be knocked, and your outfits will never fit correctly because you are a nasty, dirty individual. Y'all, this shit got me fucking hot. Like, how the fuck did you bitches hear all of this fucking evidence, and you little dick lawyer for workers, little ass bitch? How the fuck y'all niggas hear all of this motherfucking evidence and coming to us telling us that this nigga is about to get off? How did y'all conclude that? How? I want to know. How can y'all hear all of this shit and tell me that y'all believe that this nigga was innocent? Y'all, this shit got me looking at people different. I will never forget this. Ain't no rebounding this shit. Like, if I don't fuck with somebody, y'all, I just don't fuck with them. I never will. It's YouTubers I just don't like because of how I saw them cover stuff. Like, a lot of y'all know I don't really fuck with Armand Wiggins like that because he was out here calling OG a fucking monkey. Like his gum to teeth ratio don't give fucking baboon it damn self. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot of shit I'm not okay with, especially when it comes to Black women. Calling them monkeys, out here claiming that they fucking lying about getting shot. Fucking babysitting the shooter's kids in a fucking courthouse when you supposed to be fucking reporting shit? You fucking weird bitch. Like, I truthfully cannot. Yes, this shit made me look at Lovely T different too. Like I cannot respect her no more. And then when I went to Really Be TV's video that she did with Simone the other day, when they broke down Megan's lawsuit against 1501, that shit is completely in the right to be filed. Like, Lovely T be trying to use her titties and her spirit of affirmation as her motherfucking guideline on how she fucking believes shit. She don't go off of facts sometimes, is what I'm seeing. She fucking like fucking going with the maternal spirit of a fucking Christian. Girl, what about the fucking facts? Y'all hearts are not to be trusted. Your brain can't be trusted. Go off of the facts. Even the Bible say that. You can't trust no man heart. Girl, I don't give a fuck what y'all heart gotta say. This shit really made me look at Nicki Minaj differently because she called this woman Bigfoot. She had no restraint for this woman who's been through something so traumatic, claiming that this woman is trying to get fucking sympathy. And then when she fucking told that little girl, you know, when things don't happen in your career, don't pout, don't throw a temper tantrum about it. That's literally what you did when they didn't give you your Grammy nomination that you wanted. Little Jazzy World look like you broke her damn heart. Anyway, look. I'm fucking tired of these fucking biased ass fucking bloggers. I'm fucking tired because this shit right here, this is different. Let's continue.
Just know it's
Thank you.
That won't happen again. And like I said, Kelsey, if you need a break or anything at the moment, or if you want to just get through this one.
No, I just want to get through it.
Okay.
So you said Megan appeared like calm. You were distraught. Let's take it from there.
She's like, Kelsey, call Ferris, which is, co-manager, manager, person that's with her every day. Sorry, I want to make sure I didn't lose my train of thought. So we're driving down. We were heading home, which was like at the top of the hill.
You're listening
I
to
guess
Street
he
TV.
made a U-turn or took another road off to where we ended up back on, I guess, Sunset Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we're going. Just driving. We didn't really have a destination, but I believe I did like to say we need to take her to the hospital. So Megan, she says, Kelsey, call Ferris. I had already tried calling Ferris. We had bad signal, so it didn't go through. I had sent a text to her security. I sent a text to her security at the time.
Is that Justin?
That's Justin. And because they weren't answering the calls, so I think I said like help 911, Tori shot Meg, or.
Do you still have that text?
I'll have to go through my old phone and.
I'm going to show you a photograph here. This is a document titled "Text Message Justin Edison."
Mm-hmm.
Just take a look at that.
I believe that's it. I'll have to look at my.
Okay, but that looks like the message that you sent.
Yeah, I don't think it's edited or anything.
Okay, so you said help Tori shot Meg 911.
Right.
Okay.
Mind you, I didn't even know that there was already a call that had been made. So I sent him a text. I think I texted Travis Ferris. I think I texted him. I know I dropped him our location. And I also sent a message to my mom, and I was like, help. Just frustrates me because, like, I was really hurt, and they just make it seem like it's mentally like nothing. I sent a help message to my mom.
And when you say you were hurt, you were physically hurt, mentally hurt.
I didn't even realize I had bruises, but my adrenaline was so high. When I say hurt, I mean emotionally.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you scared
I
too?
was scared, like.
What were you scared about when you're in that?
I don't know. I just was scared, like everything that had just happened,
Do you remember what you texted your mom?
I think I still have the messages. It was on Facebook Messenger. Because my mom, she is an Android, so like she's always on Facebook, so I knew she could see it. I think I also sent her a help message.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we're driving, and I also had made a phone call. Nobody was answering, and it was the person at the time that I was talking to. I made a phone call to him because I knew he would pick up, and he picked up, and I let him listen to everything that was going on. I just had the phone. I told him, hey, like, this just happened. I need to stay on the phone,
So you had your phone on an open line where
it was an open line.
Basically he could hear what was happening inside the car.
Correct.
Why did you do that at that point?
Because, again, I was scared, and nobody had answered our calls. This is the only person I knew, just in case.
Yeah.
I don't know what's next. So, anyways, Megan had her leg on me. I still never had looked down at her foot, or if I did, I don't recall seeing her injuries or how damaged or whatever she was. I'm in distraught. So Tori is like demanding, like, shut up, like Kelsey, shut up, And the police, we're driving down the street, and the police, they're coming. The policeman was behind us, but at that point, I don't think they knew this was the vehicle they were looking for. So Quan pulled over, or let them go by, and they went by. And now we're getting to our last, the final moment. Now the helicopter is over the vehicle, and all the cops are behind us. And that's when,
And you can hear that the sirens are going.
Sirens are going.
Is Tori singing?
Pull over. He is. He was saying things just like, please, y'all don't say anything, please. I'm about to sign a big deal or something, and like, I'll give both of you guys $1 million each. And I believe Megan's like, huh? We're like, what? But that was the end of that. I will be very honest. Megan's, I don't know. I feel like they had a conversation either at the driveway or at the bus stop. I don't know where it happened, but she was very calm.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't upset. She didn't seem upset with him. I was confused because I'm like I'm distraught, But her demeanor was very like she was okay. Like,
maybe
I really
in shock.
Maybe she was in shock. I don't know. I can't really. Yeah. I don't know. So now the vehicle's pulled over. The cops are demanding us to get out. I believe they asked Quan to get out first, then Tori, Megan, and then me, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that scary?
It was very scary, and it's humiliating and embarrassing. I've never have been to jail, never have been to cuffs, never have been in anything like that. They actually, you can see the TMZ clip, they actually have me spread my legs super wide. Mm-hmm. You can look at the clip. You can, it's the clip is there. You can hear me like, okay, I'm saying, okay.
There's no way that this is a lie, that all of this is a lie. There's no way. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. She she tried to claim that all of this was a lie that she made up because she was pressured by prosecution. Bitch, I hope you go to jail for perjury. You literally are. Why are you protecting this man? Huh, Kelsey? Are you doing this just to spite Megan, to try to ruin her case, try to break her spirit before she was about to sue the company that your husband works at? What was this all for? What did you do this for? Why did you come to the courthouse and suddenly act like you fucking got amnesia? I want to know. This man beat your ass, ripped your hair out, shot your friend, beat her ass, and y'all possibly might have even fought each other. And you come to the court to protect him. You know, Megan could have said whatever she wanted to say, but this the nigga who really whooped your ass. Megan could have threatened you as many times as she wanted to in her songs, but Tory Lanez is the one who actually followed through with the threats. I'm not understanding. Tory Lanez looked like he just looked gross. That nigga looked like he just smelled like roach clips. Like he always smelled like weed. Like that's what he looked like he smelled like. He don't look like he smells good. He don't look like he's just gross. Like let him lick your cooch will give you a bad pH balance. I can't believe Megan did this with him. Ugh. Kelsey was okay with all of this. Got on the stand to protect the person who whipped her ass. She deserves all the karma coming to her. It's giving DDE. What is DDE, girl? You know I don't understand abbreviations that much. What is DDE? Y'all, this is really hard. This is really hard for me to listen to. I ain't gonna hold you. This is really hard. Dirty dick energy. Absolutely. It's definitely giving dirty dick energy. Fuck his dad too. Fuck that old fake bitch. Fuck his dad. Fuck that. The stepmom with that dry ass afro. Fuck the little kids too. Especially the little sister. Fuck her too. Honestly. Fuck all of them. You're trying to ruin my brother's expectations. Little fucking girl. Take your little ass to school. Almost. Gotta remember that's a child. But fuck the kid too. Fuck the little sister. So my question to you, Monique, is what do you believe now? What do you believe? Yes, fuck the little sister too. Fuck that little girl. Her ass should have been in fucking school and staying in the motherfucking child's place. She want to comment on adult activity. I'm going to comment on her commenting on adult activity. Shut your little ass up. Your motherfucking daddy about to be 60 and you only fucking 7. And then y'all hear this shit. And y'all coming outside of the courtroom talking about what a wicked injustice. Fuck you, Sunstar Peterson. Whatever the fuck your real name is. Amadeus or whoever the fuck you are. Because I know your name ain't no motherfucking Sunstar. I know it's not. Fuck you. Fuck all of the Tory Lanez family and fans. Fuck all you niggas. Fuck all of y'all. Like dead ass. Like when like no jokes. Fuck you niggas. Like you niggas could burn and I would not care. Fuck the little kids too that was screaming justice for Tory after the trial. Fuck them little kids as well. I hope somebody take your lunch money. I don't want them to put no hands on you, but just take you for your lunch money. Eating sardines for dinner. I mean for lunch. Y'all, how can you hear this shit?
Once they come, I think it was a female officer that put me in cuffs, and I told her, I verbatim, I said, please don't put your knee in my back. This is when George Floyd, that whole situation happened.
This is right after that, or close in time to that?
This is very recent.
Okay.
And she's like, she assured me that it's okay,
Mm-hmm.
you know. From there, I guess
You're listening
they
to Street TV.
handcuffed us. We didn't say, you know, I honestly, like I said, my adrenaline was high. If they asked me about injuries, I wasn't really worried about myself at that point. I was worried about Megan,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't even care to speak on myself, which I almost regret. And they take Megan. She's sitting on the curb. They have me here on the opposite side, Tori and Quan. And I'm not sure what she did. Well, I now know what was disclosed, but at that point I didn't know. Ferris arrived. By the time he arrived, they were wheeling Megan off, I believe in like a wheelchair or a bed. I can't recall. They put her in the ambulance, and they took us, you know, to.
Did you ride an ambulance with her?
No,
Separate car.
I was in a cop car.
Okay.
I actually went to the jailhouse, and again, I thought that was a normal thing to do. Well, with this situation, I didn't know if I was supposed to be in an ambulance or anything. I don't know the rules. So they took us. They put me in a room. They came in, took pictures, if I'm not mistaken. I honestly don't recall them swabbing my hand for any residue or anything. And
you don't recall it happening, but it could have happened. You just don't remember.
No, I really don't, like, unless, because I don't know how that works, what the swab part is.
Yeah.
I don't even remember them disclosing that they were about to swab me, and I know that I would remember that unless, again, I had very high adrenaline. Maybe that part, I don't believe they swabbed me. Just, that's my knowledge. I know they came in and took pictures. So stayed over. They took us, I guess, to a room. Asked if I wanted to say what happened, and I just deal what I know in situations like this for movies and stuff. I just asked for, you know, I was gonna get a lawyer. So the next morning, 8, they released me, and
So it was like 4 hours later about, or that you didn't spend the night at the jail, right?
definitely spent the night. Well, I mean, I was there all night.
It was that same night though.
Oh yes, that same.
So
that
then
same,
you got released like
that
after
morning.
several hours that morning. Okay.
So when you get released, at some point you make a trip over to the hospital, correct?
So when I get released, they released me and Quan together, and outside of the jail, Quan said he made a comment and was like, "Money talks" or something similar to those words. I don't know.
Did you have him elaborate on that, or did you ask?
No, I didn't ask. I was confused. He also said that Tori was trying to protect me, and I said, "Protect me from what?" He's like, "You'll find out later." Like, everybody was playing mind games with me. I don't know what's going on. His friend, Juan's driver arrived, your friend arrived, and he was like, man, why, he was like, why would he, like, he was, like, I can't believe he did that. He asked if I was okay. This is Tori's, I think, best friend. I don't know his name. Or friend. They were just all associated.
Yeah.
And he asked if I
You're
was okay.
listening to Street TV.
And I'm just like, yeah, I'm still kind of in disbelief and shock. I called Megan's manager and I was like, hey, can somebody come pick me up? Actually, I texted her security, or I called him, one of the two, and he said, call Jilly. So I called her or texted. I have to go back and see. And she came immediately. I went to her house. She gave me a pair of changed clothes because my clothes were ripped from the altercation. Discarded them in her house. From there, I asked her, like, how was Megan? Can I see Megan? We went to the hospital. I sat outside the hospital. Like, I was not outside the room or anything. I was actually outside, sitting in the car on the street.
Okay.
She said that Megan couldn't have guests. So I thought that was accurate. I thought that was true. And I'm still sitting in the car. I received a call from a jail. Didn't think that it was Tori because I actually knew somebody in jail, and he had called often, and I would answer his call. And so I just thought it was him because it was normal for him to call early or late. So when I answered it, it was Tori. Honestly, I know in that call he did ask where Megan was, and I believe I told him.
Y'all, they're like, it's like, why have they not filed charges on Kelsey yet? Because just that quick, she's saying that everything that she said in that prior statement was a lie. But it wasn't, because we just heard the 911 call, and what was said was truth. She did, like, he was asking about where Megan was, and she did tell him. Megan, sweetie, I know you're getting yourself mentally prepared, mentally aware, and mentally ready to deal with the media, because I know they're going to be asking you a whole bunch of questions, and you know that too. Please break down why you cut Kelsey off, so this bitch will stop acting like she's so motherfucking confused. One thing Kelsey always going to be is motherfucking confused. All the time. I don't fucking know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you fucking know, Kelsey? Huh? What do you fucking know? Nothing. Ditzy ass bitch. Like all the fucking way through the testimony, she's up there like, but I don't understand why that happened. I just don't know. Everybody playing mind games with me. I'm just so confused. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Bitch, you know. You know something. Stop acting like you don't fucking know what's going on around you. What's so funny? I just wanted to know. I didn't know what she was laughing so hard at. Bitch, she drunk. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Like, this bitch is ditzy. She's dumb. Just listening to this is making me lose brain cells. Oh my gosh. She is the ditziest bitch. I cannot. I can't have friends around me who be saying stupid shit. I can't. Cause I'll be looking at you like, what? What are you talking about? What are you saying to me right now?
In the hospital. Believe he apologized.
And what do you think he was apologizing for?
I mean, everything that unfolded that night and the incident.
Okay.
That was that. And I mean, I never got to see Megan since then.
Yeah.
You didn't see her at all since she went to the hospital?
No, it was
Did you talk to Megan at least over the phone or by text at some point?
later on in text messages. We did talk. She had finally texted me, but you know, this is somebody that I was with for years, day to day, every day. I know her. Like, that was my best friend. I knew her like the back of my hand. I honestly still feel like I know her like the back of my hand. Nothing's really changed. I'm somebody that, you know, like, I know everything. I'm the first person. Her team's going to make sure I'm right there. Kelsey doesn't leave Megan's side. That's how we operate.
Right.
So when I just, you know, I kept asking, can I see Megan? I actually went back to the house. Can I see Megan? Can I see Megan? I'm still checking for her. Nobody's kind of giving me any information on it. So I kept blowing it off. I was like, okay, maybe I can't have guests.
You're listening to Street TV.
Desiree, Rock Nation. She told me that Megan was going to be down for a while, almost a year. And I believed it.
What do you mean she's going to be down for a while? What does that mean?
Like injury, out of commission.
Okay.
I believed it. Mind you, I'm at this house. This house is big. I'm by myself.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. I'm getting updates as all of this is unfolding. We have to take a detour real quick. We have to go to the neighborhood talk. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. This is body cam footage of Megan Thee Stallion from the night that she was shot, and it's her in the ambulance crying. And they have
there was an expert who was a gun expert, and he basically testified that it's impossible for the gun to go off in a struggle. This was a special gun that you needed 8.5 pounds of pressure to shoot it. Now, in the audio, you will see how, you know, back to back the shots were, which eliminates the idea of this struggle for the gun and,
this
you know, this idea that was pushed out.
Not exclusive.
Now, this is exclusive from us. A lot of people was wondering, like, you know, in the gunshot audio, why didn't I hear Kelsey and Megan and them like arguing? It's because the audio was taken from somebody's ring inside their home. So let me pull it up on the screen. So there was an expert who was a gun expert, and he basically testified that it's impossible for the gun to go off in a struggle. This was a special gun that you needed 8.5 pounds of pressure to shoot it. Now, in the audio, you will see how, back to back the shots were, which eliminates the idea of this struggle for the gun and, this idea that was pushed out. Now, this is exclusive from us. A lot of people was wondering, like, in the gunshot audio, why didn't I hear Kelsey and Megan and them like arguing? It's because the audio was taken from somebody's ring inside their home. So let me pull it up on the screen. Oh, there was an
Hey, yo. This is wild. All of that was from Nick at Night, by the way. Nick at Night. Look, I don't want no smoke because she like to strike people channels if they don't give her credit. And I love to give people credit. I'm never gonna take some credit. But like I'm saying, like, this is from Nick at Night. Please do not strike my channel, sir. I did not know it was from you that Neighborhood Talk was taking this from. I am giving you your credit. Please don't strike me. Please and thank you. Anyway. This is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. Is no way that you can get all of this in the court and believe that this man was innocent. Why were they lying to us like this? How? Mm, 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 mm. 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 All right. I'm gonna this is really hard for me emotionally. Honestly, y'all don't understand. I'm a very empathetic person.
Experienced PTSD, but I knew that day when I went back to the house, it was started to hit me.
Yeah.
So I had nobody with me. So I did ask, can I, hey, I might go back, if I'm considering going back to Houston while Megan is healing, because they had already told me that she would be down, and they wouldn't let me go see her. So, or they said she couldn't have guests. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna consider going back to Houston until she's healed, and then I also need to go seek, treatment, make sure I'm okay. I had bruises all over me. My body was in pain. My back was hurting, which I disclosed to them. I said, so I'll let you know a date and a time to book my flight. So I actually ended up booking my support to come out to LA to be with me at the house. So I didn't need my flight anymore. But no sooner can I send that text, they had a flight booked for me like 2 hours later. Mind you, Megan had just asked me to get rid of my apartment. So I had like all my stuff there at the house. So me and Desiree Pettis, she communicated with me. I said, hey, like I have a flight in 2 hours. No, nobody told me, like, and I don't have, like, what am I supposed to do right here? Like my stuff. And she tells me that it's best that I find a rental in Houston, or just find a rental. LA is dangerous right now. That house isn't safe to be at, so I was like, okay, so just to be clear, you're telling me I need to move. I need to move after I just made an immediate move down here. Like, mind you, this is all while I'm confused and hurt and like, so I'm having to deal with all this, and I can't even just kind of try to get my mind right. So so she's like, yes. And I'm like, okay. And so I said, well, can you at least rebook my flight for a different date. Like, just let me try to get help to help me move my boxes and stuff. I had heavy stuff, and they said, okay, just let us know what day you want to leave. And the driver that had arrived, we actually were supposed to have we had other obligations, so a driver just appeared, thankfully, and he actually helped me get all my stuff out of that house.
Can I just say something real quick? This is all really making me understand why Megan was not fucking with Kelsey anymore after this. Like, she is failing to understand that this has nothing to do with you. This woman just experienced something very traumatic. She just got shot. She's not thinking about you at this point. She's saying, okay, I could put you in a rental for about up to a year. I'll send you back home to your family if that's what you need. And you're still not pleased. Go home. Like, when you go to somebody, when you have somebody who's went through something like this, and all of you guys are connected to this traumatic thing, you just want to push it all away. You might come back and reestablish the relationship. You might not. You can't judge somebody for reacting this way after they get shot. You can't. Because they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. They're traumatized. And you making this all about, and you even coming to this woman and saying, like, I know you are hurt, but I was hurt too. Bitch, what? I was shot. What are you talking about? I wish a bitch would.
Easier, we can refer to Quan as Quan versus, like, you know,
Okay,
Justin
Quan.
as Megan.
Right. Okay. And so, thankfully, and he actually helped me get all my stuff out of that house, and I went and I booked a hotel, and yeah.
Did Tori try reaching you after the shooting?
He did.
What happened?
So the first call came through Quan, if I'm not mistaken. And he was whispering, and I'm like, who is this? He's like, big head, stop acting like you don't know who this is. So I believe those are the words he said.
Big head? What's that?
Big head. I don't know. Like I said, we've never met, or like we've never had that. So I think, I don't know.
But you think it was Tori whispering to you on Quan's
No, it
side?
wasn't. It was definitely Quan.
Oh, it was Quan was talking, okay.
Yeah. And
so were you romantically involved with Quan too? What man is gonna tell you, hey, big head, you know who this is, if you don't even know this man like that? And how did you even get his number? Because Tori didn't even know you had his number. So you got Quan allegedly, Tori allegedly, and a nigga at home. Okay.
basically, he was just like, he had our stuff, I guess our suitcases and things had been released to him. And he had our stuff, you know, let's make arrangements to pick it up. And so I was okay to meet with him to pick my stuff up because, like, I have to go back to Houston. Every piece of item that I had, I needed, you know. And he was like, I'm trying to remember his full. I believe that was really it.
And this was what, the next day, or when was this?
Honestly, I would have to look back,
Okay.
and it wasn't far from that date.
Yeah.
Don't lose train of thought.
It's okay. It's a long day. You had a life.
Yeah, I know.
So he'd asked you to go pick up, if you wanted to meet,
The
pick up the
suitcases,
stuff.
the
Yep.
suitcases, yes. So I dropped him, you know, my pin to my hotel. I believe this is the communication with me and the security guard. And I want to make sure I'm being accurate with that.
When you say the security, are we talking
Or
about
the
Quan?
driver, Quan.
Mhm.
Sorry. I really don't know what the role was. He was
It's okay.
everything.
If it's easier, we can refer to Quan as Quan versus, like,
Okay,
adjusted
Quan.
as maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And so he came. He actually asked me to come to a studio location, and I said, no, I don't feel safe doing that. He's like, why? Like, you act like something's gonna happen, and I'm like, I just don't feel safe doing that. We're not friends.
You're listening to Street
So
TV.
when they came, it was Tori Kwan, and it was another individual. I don't know who he was. I think he was Caucasian, if I can't remember. Prior to me actually going out to meet with him, I did, I updated my sister and I said, hey, like, just letting you know this is my location. I was still taking safety precautions because I was scared still. And I got in the vehicle.
You're still entertaining conversations with Tory Lanez. You're still like, you have his driver calling you, whispering, calling you big head. And when you said it, I heard a smile in your voice. Like this brought back a good memory. Like, Kelsey, you ain't no good. And Ajoba and Monique, can y'all please stop arguing in the chat? Monique, I love Monique. Monique is gonna be here. Monique is a mod, and Monique is not going anywhere. I love you too, Ajoba. But Monique is one of my day ones. Monique was here before I even made 20 subscribers. I'm like, she's never going nowhere. I don't care how ignorant she is. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, like I'm saying, and y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill out on Monique. She already, she already like said that she wrong. She already admitted it. She already then laid herself down by the riverside. Okay. I don't think her testimony is all over the place. I think she's going from one thing to the other. She went from the house to what happened in the car to what happened at the hospital to what happened after the hospital to when she got her ticket to when she needed her stuff to when they agreed to pay for her things to now she's meeting with Tory. I don't know how it's all over the place. I don't think it was like, I don't think it's all over the place, Alf. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that at all. I need evidence of her laying down by the river. I'm gonna be hard on Monique as she was on Meg. Listen. Well, can y'all do it? Can y'all please stop attacking Monique? Please. For me. Now her Twitter, however, her Twitter handle is backslash. Oh shit. That was funny. All right, y'all. For real though. All right, go ahead, y'all. If y'all want to get a smoke to Monique, take it to her Twitter. She says she will see y'all there, but in the chat, I cannot have it. Okay. All right, let's continue, child.
Quan stepped out. Tori was driving, and I'm not driving. He was on the driver's side. It was parked.
And this is outside of the hotel.
This is outside my hotel. And in that car, he was like, Kelsey, you know, he was very apologetic. Mind you, this is somebody, me, Megan, and him. We were all friends up until that night. Mm-hmm. So although I was scared, and I still was like, let me hear him out. Mm-hmm. You know, this night, it was a night gone bad. Mm-hmm. Alcohol was involved, and I know he regretted it. Mm-hmm. And so he was just apologetic. He said, Kelsey, you know, she attacked me with my artistry. That's what really bothered him, and that's what he put emphasis on. And I said, Tori, but you're wrong. You know, like, you're wrong. I made sure I made him aware he was wrong.
Why are you even meeting with him anyway? This woman is literally paying for your shit. Why are you even meeting with this man? And then you don't even tell or text Megan about it. And if he's so wrong, why don't you go tell the cops? Since your friend is so scared to do it, you be the fucking friend that you say that you are, and you go tell. Since you such a friend, Ronnie.
That what he did was wrong.
What you did was wrong. Like, why would you pull out a gun? Like, none of this is okay, you know? And I told him, you know, I'm not okay right now. Like, my mental state is not okay. I have injuries. Like I'm not, this is not right. You know, I said, Megan is shot. She, you know, or injured, or she's in the hospital.
Did he ever apologize to you?
Tori? He did apologize to me also. And he's just like, you know, he's being very apologetic just for the whole situation. And I'm just like, you need to apologize directly with her also. I didn't know he had, at that point, I didn't know he had sent her messages. Me and Megan hadn't spoken. I'm reaching out, you know, this prior to, I want to rewind. Prior to me even taking that meeting, it was like her team, they were treating me very weird, very strange, and I didn't understand why. I was reaching out to her team, you know, I'm asking them, like, what am I supposed to do?
So let me get this fucking sister. You go meet with Tori one-on-one, and then you're wondering why Meg is looking and treating you differently after this meeting, after she got shot, and you don't know. Y'all, this bitch is trying to play with our intelligence. She's trying to act like she don't know why Megan cut her the fuck off. She can't be this fucking ditzy. I refuse to believe this. Okay. I'm like, y'all, how much more of this dumb shit do we have to go through?
I'm staying in the hotel. And he said, Kelsey, like, what can I do? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What can you do? And I guess his lawyer, probably per him, has said that he goes, can I invest in that? Or do you need a job? Do you want to work with me? And I'm like, huh? Why do I need to work with you? Tori, I'm sorry, but no, I don't want any correlation with you. And he said, do you need me to get you a lawyer? And I said, I don't need you to do anything for me, Tori. Like, why do I need you to get me a lawyer?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, can I, what's something that you want? What's something you want to do? Like, do you want to invest into a business? And I'm like, huh? He said, Kelsey, basically, you know what I'm saying. His, per him, Sean Hawley advised him to word it that way. And I told him, no, no, I don't need anything from you. And he's like, okay, well, just think about it and just let me know. And so at the end of that, he asked for a hug. And I said, I didn't want to hug him.
What did you think he was trying to accomplish by making that offer to you?
I don't know if he was just trying to right his wrongs for what he did to all of us. And me, of course, I don't want to assume anything, but I mean, I don't know if that was his way of, he don't want to pay directly for injury.
When he offered you all these things, was it over the course of just one conversation, one meeting, or was it the course of like over several texts and phone calls or anything like that?
It was over a course, for sure.
Over texts, phone calls, do you remember?
I believe a phone call, yeah, and phone call and a text.
Do you remember if you still have that text?
When I tell you that phone, I have to go back and literally go through everything. It's like powered off.
Yeah.
You still have that phone?
I do.
Mm-hmm. So don't delete anything just in case. Go over it.
Okay.
All the things we talked about. When they want to ask you additional questions about it. Now, over the course of like the phone calls or texts when he's offering you these things, does it occur over several months, or what are we talking about here?
All the way up until I think you guys finally picked up charges on him.
Okay.
And then you stopped reaching out?
And it stopped.
Okay.
And
then you stopped having contact with Meg at some point, right?
So yeah, with Megan, with Megan, yes, she, and I have these text messages also. She asked me, she says, Kelsey, do you want me to include you in my statement? Prior to that, she had told me, she didn't want me in the media. And I said, Megan, I need you to protect me in this because they're saying that I probably shot you. They see a TMZ clip is circulating. People are threatening me. People are threatening my mom. People are threatening my family.
When was this, would you say?
This was once everything broke onto the internet.
Why was it saying that you shot her?
Because they seen that me and Tori had, I think the article came out that me and Tori were detained and Megan was in the hospital. So it just made it look like.
Oh, I see. The optics were looked like
right.
that.
So then she had texted me and she was like, hey, do you want me to include you in my statement? And I said, please, I would be thankful for that. And I said, I can also get me a statement typed up by my lawyer. At that time I had got Dawn for my physical injuries that Tori did. So no sooner could I say that she had already made the post on Instagram. And when she made that post, there was no protection. She just pretty much said that she said that I have the screenshot. She pretty much disclosed events without really disclosing everything. But just as my best friend, she could have said something in the words of that would have protected me. She left me in the hot seat with them. After you just texted me and asked if I wanted to be included in the statement, you still put out a statement without me,
What the statement said? What was the gist of that statement?
Can I see my phone?
What she say? Did she say she was shot?
And what she said was, oh, that's the YouTube video she did. I have it, but and I want to verbatim. I want the statement because then this is when everything, all the assumptions against me.
This is so confusing to me because when this had happened and it had came out that, you know, that Megan was allegedly shot and Tory Lanez was detained, I did not see anybody blaming Kelsey. I did not see that anywhere. So for her to be like, well, you need to clear my name, nobody is saying you. And why would you even need a lawyer? Why would you even need a lawyer if you already know you didn't shoot this girl and Megan ain't pressing charges? What do you need a lawyer for? And how did you afford a lawyer on retainer? How did you afford that? For those of y'all who don't know, for lawyers, you have to buy them on retainer. They do not work pro bono unless you know them personally. But if you want lawyer help, unless you pay them $150 for maybe like an hour session or two to get a little bit of advice, you don't have no lawyer to just dial up and call unless they're on a retainer. That's how lawyers work. They work on retainer, which means that you have to pay them a flat fee deposit of a certain amount of money so they could to pay for the hours that they're going to be clocking in working for you. That's how that works. They don't just you can't just like right. Hey, lawyer, how are you doing? Can you represent me for a little bit? Sure. Yeah, that's how that works. That's not how that fucking goes. That's not how that works. How did you get this lawyer, Kelsey? You didn't even have enough money to pay to go home. How did all of a sudden you afford a lawyer? I won't be able to go to the gym today, y'all, because I don't feel good. But my trainer's talking about meeting up with him in the morning tomorrow at 8:30. Oh, ooh. Hold on. Also, I have not been checking my text messages. Give me 1 second. You can get like Nate. You can get a lawyer consultation, but you cannot get no lawyer advice without paying. They're not about to do that. You're talking to somebody who literally went through it. Nate, when the damn roommates was out here trying to kick me out of my house and home. Well, not these roommates, but the two white ones that were gone. I had to hire a lawyer. And for the first consultation, that shit cost $300. $300. They didn't do that shit for free. And he let me know that anytime I needed a consultation, I was going to have to pay for it. That's how they work. And if I needed anything, that's why I already look. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, like y'all already know who I said. Like one of my soulmates, like his name is Nate. Like he's texting me right now because he's watching, and he's saying that somebody represented his mom off of a whim because she was in court alone. That's why I said pro bono. But I doubt a lawyer is just going to represent her and tell her what she needs just off the. I doubt that. I doubt that. Not at all. Not at all. Your mama's a Christian. Your mama's blessed. You already know that. She's a different case. This is a bitch who been fucking 3 niggas apparently. You know what? Let me not talk about her vag. Let me continue, y'all.
really began. She basically had said, I want to find the actual statement. Sorry.
No, take your time.
You're listening to Street TV.
Let me pop out for 1 second, okay? Keep going without me.
Okay. I know I have her statement. Basically, she made an Instagram post.
Along with it, but a longer statement that was posted on Instagram.
So when she did that, mind you, people had already knew me. We were together. People had seen us, celebrating my I had just came back and to LA. So she had made a post celebrating me. And so the public automatically realized she didn't include me in that statement, and they began to tag me, and like you shot Megan, and people kept, you're going to jail. I hope you rot in jail and die. They were saying all kinds of crazy things. So I made it, I'm not an experienced, she had the team. I didn't really, so I made a little post, and I said, I want to clear up the rumors that I shot Megan. I want to clear up the rumors that I shot Megan. I was not the one with the gun, and I would never do something like that. But I was present. I don't know if that was the best thing to say, but she was like, Kelsey, why would you say that? And I said, what do you mean? Like, you're not protecting me. Like, I have to say something. And she's like, that's not the way to say things. And I'm like, well, what's the way to say things? Because you tell me you don't want me to speak on it. And then now you're telling me this isn't the way. Like, what's the way? Like, let me know the way.
So it seems like there was discord, if you want to call it that, between you, Megan, about.
Because Megan just confirmed that was an incident that happened. If y'all had all just been quiet, nobody would even suspected it was you. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, Jesus, Lord. I don't know how I slept. I don't know what's going on. But listen. I don't really feel like a lot of people was expecting it was her. I don't feel that way. And I was there at that time. I was surfing through the internet. I didn't see a lot of people saying it was Kelsey. I was not seeing that. It could have been maybe one or two people, but we were all saying that it was Tori. We were all saying it was Tori from the beginning. So it seemed that she was like just putting herself in something that had nothing to do with her. Like a lot of us some of us didn't even know that she was there. Honestly and truthfully, I'm being serious. And now you're gonna put out this statement, and you don't say what happened. You just say you didn't do it. If you're gonna put out a statement, say what happened. That's what she's saying.
How the information was coming out. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's fair to say. That's very fair. And so
you're listening to Street TV.
So I'm like, I don't know anything but the truth, Megan. And she's like, so I'm upset. I'm upset because she didn't clear my name. Like, that's my main reason for Megan. She never protected me, never defended me. She made this all about her, like as if I didn't suffer with her. So it put me in.
She made this. She got shot. She made this all about her. Like, I did not suffer watching her get shot. I'm fucking done. Y'all, I ain't waiting for my Fashion Nova package to come. I ordered 15 items, and I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm trying to see when they gonna get here because they were supposed to be here on Wednesday. But I know that Blizzard had kind of slowed everything down, and I have 12 or 17, I think 17 more items that I bought without I'm getting ready to buy. That's in my bin, and it already has like the 90% off plus the 10% off discount. And I'm just waiting to buy it because I'm trying to see how everything fits before I buy a whole new batch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm trying to see when these people gonna bring my stuff. I need my stuff. Give me my fashion. No, look, Kelsey, you're a weird bitch. Kelsey just said she's acting like this is all about her. Like I didn't suffer with her after she was shot. This is why she don't fuck with you. This is why she don't fuck with you. Like you ought to be a weird bitch to make everything about yourself. Like she think like, yeah, y'all right. She does think that she does. Let's rewind this stupid dumb bitchery that she said.
Like, Kelsey, why would you say that? And I said, what do you mean? Like, you're not protecting me. Like, I have to say something. And she's like, that's not the way to say things. And I'm like, well, what's the way to say things? Because you tell me you don't want me to speak on it. And then now you're telling me this isn't the way. Like, what's the way? Like, let me know the way.
So it seems like there was a discord, if you want to call it that, between you and Megan about how the information was coming out. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's fair to say. That's very fair. And so
You're listening to Street TV.
So I'm like, I don't know anything but the truth, Megan. And she's like, so I'm upset. I'm upset because she didn't clear my name. Like, that's my main reason for Megan. She never protected me, never defended me. She made this all about her, like as if I didn't suffer with her. So it put me in a...
Nate, can you please stop messaging me while I'm doing this video? You already know I have ADHD and I have a hard time concentrating. Please wait until afterwards because I keep on looking down trying to read your message and see the information that she's giving me to see if it aligns. I can't do both. And I'm trying to read these comments. But y'all, I know I'm supposed to be finishing. I don't have the bandwidth to finish any more of this. It don't matter. What all the rest of this shit don't matter to me. Does it? It don't matter. Do we have to listen to the rest of this shit? Cause ain't y'all ready to come up here and say some shit? Ain't y'all ready to come up here and talk? I know I'm here. I'm ready to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all already have 100 likes. I'm over this. I'm over Kelsey. I'm over this dumb bitchery. I'm ready to hear what needs to be said. I don't have the bandwidth. She was up like, Meg got shot, but what about me? What about Kelsey? Like, what? What about Kelsey? What about you? Bitch, what about you? What about you? I can't, because I can't do any more of that testimony, y'all. She's a selfish heifer. Yes, she is. She's a selfish heifer. She ain't no good. She ain't no good. Ain't no good at all. Okay. So we have somebody in the chat. Welcome to the stage, Olivia Bree. That's a cute name.
Thank you. It's
No
a
problem.
for my middle name. Oh my God, Jeremy, you have me cackling over here.
How? What did I say?
Like, don't nobody care about you. Don't nobody care. You know, this also made me think Kelsey was never cool with Megan's other group of friends. Cause I'm just like, girl, you didn't have anybody else that you was cool with that you could vent to, go back to Meg's house and talk with. Like, You wasn't cool with anybody else. That's why she's leeching onto Meg, because she didn't have any other friends.
Well, truth be told, Megan's other friends were not in LA with her at the time.
Okay.
Like they
I can't remember that from her.
Like they would be there, like she would fly them out, but Kelsey was the one who stayed out there. They used to do the hottie world like web series, and you kind of saw that like they would either be like she would either use them as dancers sometimes, or she would just fly them out to see her.
Right, yes.
And like she will always give an update, you know, like my friend just flew in, yada yada yada, whatever. But Kelsey was the one who stayed with her. Her other friends didn't stay with her until after Kelsey had violated her.
Okay. Right, got you. This is just a mess. I was kind of thinking like, so if Rock Nation was around in the hospital, because I think you kind of brought this up too, and they were standing around and you're having this conversation with Tori, that's suspect. Then if Megan's paying your bills, right? Like I'm just gonna assume Megan was paying maybe your phone bill even. Couldn't she have requested, or her team of attorneys requested, like the transcripts of text messages or phone calls or whatever? And just been like,
I never thought about that.
Because my thing is, now I got to keep track of you too. Like if I'm thinking of Rock Nation, we got to cover all bases. So they could have easily requested that and been like, it's not looking right. Because even if Megan didn't know, spiritually, she should have been separated from you anyway. Because why are you talking to this man? Y'all have nothing to talk about. If my friend just got shot in front of my face, regardless if I got beef with her for messing with the dude that I was messing with, I'm never giving that man the time of day. Now, yeah, maybe I would have answered the call to let you basically incriminate yourself, but I would have cussed your behind out. Like, there's no, oh, well, you know, she's at this hospital. We're here. Oh, yeah, that night was crazy. No, sir, you shot my friend. Is you dumb? And then you threatened me on top of that. Girl, he threatened you too. Talking about, I'm from Canada. Ninja, I don't give a F where you're from.
Canada.
Right. I don't care where you from. Who you talking about? Like, that made no sense to me. I'm just like, it's Kelsey. Like, yo, Kelsey has to be slow. And then you talk to the bodyguard. You like, oh, I don't want to go to the studio. I don't feel like that's safe. Okay, but you can roll up to my daggone hotel. And then I know 9 times out of 10, you probably will bring Tori. And God knows who else. Are you stupid? Because he easily could have killed you too.
She's a dumb bitch.
She just, I'm like, what? It's common sense. It's just common sense. Like, that was not safe. That was not smart. I'm just like, what is happening right now? Was she in the Twilight Zone?
Well, I'm so confused. Like, 2 people was just up here and they just got like came down. Y'all, like, is there an issue with y'all connection? I mean, too feisty, you can come up. And Monique, I did want to hear what you had to say, so bring that ass back here, girl. Monique, get back up here. I want to hear what you got to say. But wasn't she paying her bills because she technically she was an employee? I'll come back. I had to drop down. Okay.
I wouldn't say necessarily. I think she was paying her bills because she was her friend and also her employee, but she was her friend first.
Hey, Nola.
Hey, Jeremy, baby, that melanin is popping today. Okay.
Thank you.
Bitch,
I don't know how because I'm sick.
but it's looking good. Now I offer my girl Marquita. I can call her Marquita because I be windmilling for her because I love her. She my favorite troll. I did tell her I must start a GoFundMe so she can pay you your money.
Somebody need to do something. I have not got I even halved it down to 75.
I thought I was gonna start a GoFundMe so she
Jeremy,
can pay you your
Jeremy was
money.
gonna give her full money if I was wrong, and if he was found if he was on innocent or not guilty, I was gonna give her money. She know that.
Hey, Jeremy.
My girl Marquita
Hey,
like
what's up,
Tasha K.
prosperity?
She ain't got it right now. I ain't got it.
She
But
she talking about I'm gonna have to wait till after the appeal. Girl, give me that money if I pop up at your house.
But I'm going to just say this. This to me is giving Kelsey wanted to be the famous one by hook or crook. There are some people in life who see your potential before you've arrived at it, and they will attach themselves to you strictly for the time of being, I was your friend before this. And they can attach yourself to your success, whether it be you be a lawyer or you be somebody famous. And she wanted to shine by hook or crook, whether it was gonna be because she was sleeping with Tori or whether it was gonna be for she was being with Meg. But one thing about it and two things for sure, you said you was Meg's assistant. Baby, you keep talking about we were here and we were here. I need you to know you was at work.
Greetings,
You was at
cousins.
work.
Greetings.
Greetings. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't a friend of, you wasn't even a plus one. You were the assistant. You were at work.
Girl, they were both filming a WAP video.
And then on top of that, I don't understand. You opened your mouth about you being there that night. And then you went after that and met with Tori, the person who attacked you. And because you opened your mouth and put yourself in the spotlight because you needed to have some shine, now you feel like Megan is supposed to protect you. The protection should have been on your own to keep your mouth shut. Then you so stupid, you talking to the DA, talking about, oh, Tori offered to pay my lawyer and this, that, and the third. So you're willingly admitting the DA that he was trying to bribe you. That makes no sense. You have the back of the person who attacked you. And what the hell? Where was her man that works for Carl Crawford in 5150 or 50, whatever the
Sitting
hell
there
his
in the room
numbers
with
is?
her.
Okay, because now you're sitting up here admitting to you had something with Tori, but you got this man in the interview with you, which means while you was smashing on Tori, you was also smashing on this man. So you sitting up
Ooh,
here,
that
That's
so
what I
wait,
thought.
that just makes me think. You just made me think about something. So it's possible that she was downplaying the relationship that she had with Tori when she was in the room, which is why she was making it seem like they only just flirted back and forth.
Come on now.
Exactly,
Come
Jeremy.
on now.
Exactly.
And then you sit on stage. Well, not on stage, because it was a stage for you being on trial. That was the biggest stage you was going to ever get. Okay. Well, 5150, because they ratchet. But anyway, you sitting in court and you're pleading the fourth. Whoever your lawyer is was not that smart, my dear, because you had immunity based on your testimony. If you don't testify, that immunity can be yanked. On top of, you did not have immunity from perjury. So you better believe everything you said on that stand, the DA is going back over this statement with a fine tooth comb to get your ass. And that man that you was cheating on with Tori or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to get that, and now you got that hush money while you in jail for perjury and protecting the man who attacked you because you want to be seen and you mad because Megan didn't protect you, i.e. Megan didn't put you into the spotlight and put you on like you thought you were. You were an employee. You were not
She's
a
taking the
friend.
money and
You
the
were
bag.
employee.
That's the petition they need. They
Okay.
worried
You
about
were
getting
an
him out, which
employee
ain't
and
never
you
gonna
mad, so
happen.
you
That's the
wanted to
petition to
protect
bust him up.
Tori. And that man gonna be spending your hush money on his new boo while you sitting up there locked up, clank clank, eating hard baloney because he ain't gonna even put no money on the commissary for you to make a jailhouse molly and get you some ramen noodles
But
on
do
his
y'all
new
think?
boo.
But since she sat there in that room and said that she didn't know Tori like that, they were friends. She knew him through. Well, that case, Meg didn't lie on the stand when she said
That's
that her and Tori wasn't messing with each other. She just liked Tori.
that's why I came up here to remove. It's time to remove that
Because how can
narrative
you
of
not?
Megan
How can you
snaking
be
her
with
friend.
somebody if you don't know them?
That whole
So
him
Meg
snake
didn't
her
snake
friend
you.
situation, I'm over it. I'm over that narrative.
Meg did not snake you if you did not know this man. And then you say Meg didn't protect you, but Meg paid your rent for a whole year after this went down. If that ain't helping, I don't know what is. I don't know if no ex-friend is still paying their ex-friend's rent for a whole year and you're sitting here trying to make her seem like she's lying about what happened to her. Kelsey, go somewhere. And Jeremy, I think the people that be coming in your thing, they see that your skin is so smooth and wrinkle free that they try to come up here and upset you because they want you to get some wrinkles, baby. Don't give it to them. Please don't give it to them.
They got a couple. They got a few years before that's bound to happen.
It
Yeah,
do look
I'm just
good
saying,
though.
I think that's what they want because your skin be looking so good on the camera and when the light hit it, it just glows. So
It do
they
look
mad.
good.
They mad.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Monique,
Yes, sir.
let me hear what you got to say.
Okay, so now after seeing how shady Kelsey moves and all that, can you kind of see why I thought she was the one who did it?
Not really, but I guess
Really?
Monique,
I
don't you get
never,
up here and embarrass me, girl.
I'm gonna do you right, Nola.
I never once thought Kelsey did it. I mean, I do think that she also had something to do with it. I believe she's guilty of something, which is why she got a lawyer. But I don't think that she's the one who shot this woman. I believe maybe
I don't think so either.
Like, also, you do believe Tori shot her.
I do now.
Okay.
I believe that Tori's actions caused Meg's injuries. That's the way I'm gonna word it.
Prayer works.
Why are you wording it that way?
Because it makes me feel better. But you know, for
Why does it
I
make
don't think he intentionally.
why does it make you feel better? You just on the side for justice, right?
I'm on the side of justice.
Yeah, so if it's
If y'all
justice,
hear painting, I'm sorry, it's my
so,
dog.
so if he did something wrong, then justice is exposing it and saying it out loud, right? So say it. What actions did he do cause the injuries? What did he do, Monique?
I can't definitively say that though.
Yes, you can definitively say it because he's convicted.
Tori pulling the trigger is the reason that Megan has shrapnel in her
Pulling the
foot.
trigger in whose direction?
Everywhere, according to Sean Kelly.
Okay, but what, like, also everywhere, but it also in whose direction?
Well, Megan, because she was clearly hit.
Oh, okay. So you believe that he pulled the trigger multiple times in Megan's direction?
No, I didn't say that.
Monique, I need you to say it with me, baby. The Canadian Lucky Charm leprechaun shot Megan. I need you to say it with me.
I'm gonna do it for you,
Jeremy,
I need you to
Jeremy,
say
I
it.
can help her. You know why
Wait,
she's
she
saying
just
that?
said she was gonna do it for me. She just said she was gonna do it for me.
But you know why she's not saying it? Because she's supposed to say it on my channel. She promised me that she wouldn't say it on nobody else's channel but mine. So I think that's why she can't definitively say that she know he did it because she's waiting for later on to come to my channel and fulfill her promise that she made.
First and foremost, my channel trumps because Monique
They had
has
a
been
bet.
here forever.
That's why I made her promise because I knew that your channel could trump, but I knew that she wouldn't go back on her promise that she made to me. So that's why I asked her to promise me because I knew if I didn't get up early enough and see your channel, she would say it and I wouldn't be there to hear it. So that's why I made her promise on my channel to say it.
Okay.
She literally promised last night.
Monique, I need you to do it for me. You
Go
can say
ahead.
Tory Lane. You can call him Tory Lane's on Thick channel, but I need you to say the Canadian Lucky Charm leprechaun shot Meg. I need you
I'm gonna
to
say it though.
say it.
Hey, Jeremy, do you have anything other than Cash App, like a Western Union? Because people can buy $150.
Girl, not you trying to break into my bank account.
No, because you
I don't have Western Union. I have Navy Federal.
I have Tinker Federal. Okay, I gotta get my Cash App back. Like
you can still send it to me bank account to bank account external.
Okay. You got to give me we'll do that off of this.
Okay.
Well,
how much are you sending me?
I'm gonna do 10 payments of I'm gonna do you want 10 payments of $15 or 15 payments of $10? I'm gonna send you money every single day. I'm getting my pleasure out of this because I am pissed.
Let this be a lesson to
But
those of
well,
you
at least she
listening.
did admit halfway last night. She did say she's leaning towards that he did it, and she'll say the rest at
Let
another
this
time.
be a lesson to those of you listening that aligning with DJ Academics' lack of is always a costly decision.
Or those elongated breasts that Millie has, aligning with those, because those are the look like lines themselves. Those will also lead you astray.
Or being listening to Joe Button is not a good thing. It can
No,
harm
it's
you in
really
the end.
not.
Nigga button.
He's an
Let this
But
Call
you
it by
want
its
to
also
proper
know,
name.
It can hurt
but
you
you
in
want to
the
know,
end.
but you want to know something. You want to
let,
know who y'all should be listening to, who's once again right as as always, is Jeremy. See,
Although you was mighty low, as though you was mighty low
Oh,
that first
let's not speak too soon because I had to give you
you was
some words of
mighty low.
encouragement.
I
It's
dragged them
I had
down
to
to
give
my
you some
level.
words of encouragement, Jeremy, because you was ready to give it up.
No, I was not ready to give it up. I just had to say at this point, I did not know based on the
You
evidence
said
that
Megan need to go get her CDL. That's what you said.
no, not because she was lying, but because they was gonna blackball her because he was gonna be found not guilty.
Hmm.
I want to comment
his
on
feelings was
can
mighty low. They was
can
low
I
in different stands.
Oh,
They
let me
were
mute so because I see somebody trying to talk. Let me mute.
oh sorry. Hey Jeremy, hi everyone.
Hey.
I actually wanted to comment on Chelsea because I paid attention to more about what was not said, and something that struck me as extremely odd was that Tori, after shooting Meg, felt comfortable to even call Kelsey, right? Because if that's my friend, we good or not, you would have not got the energy to even call me. And then the other thing that struck me as extremely odd was when you mentioned that she was speaking to Meg, and then Kelsey was talking about how she already had a lawyer for her injuries to Tori. And that was really weird to me. And I could see if Meg's team kind of saw the way Kelsey was moving from a mile away and just got her away from that, because the way how Kelsey was moving was definitely not like a friend. It was very groupie-ish and very opportunish, because like if you shoot my friend, I don't care if we were friends, I don't care if we were cool, I don't care if things were good, I'm good. The second you pull out the gun and things ended the way where Meg is being carted off into an ambulance, and the fact that at that time Kelsey hadn't spoken to Meg, most of what I've heard is she's interacted more with Tori's team than she's interacted with Meg herself, which was definitely a big issue for me. It made me look at Kelsey extremely different, because before this, to be honest, like two things, I thought that Tori wasn't stupid enough to admit what he actually did on the recording, and I learned that he was. And then the second thing was I was looking at Kelsey like, oh, she's just some poor person caught in the middle. But the way how the recording played out, all I heard was an opportunist trying to grab a money bag, right? From the whole situation. And I felt really bad for Meg that these were the people that she was surrounded with. Like, she's just waking up every single day, living her life. Something happened to me, whoop de woo. And the person that's closest to me is just an opportunist sneaking for a bag the whole time, thinking about how she's gonna live this place and that place. Like, that would have really grind my nuts if I got something in my foot, I'm in the hospital, and I got to listen to Kelsey talk about all this crap. That was all.
Anybody else? Is a lot of y'all up here. Why are y'all all muted?
Oh, I just want
I'm
her to
trying
get
to
a
be
chance to speak.
polite.
Okay, my bad.
I'm evil.
I'm not used to that.
I'm about to be
Oh,
you
I
too,
was
but
I was muted. I was muted because the lady was talking.
Okay.
yeah, that was
I
nice.
just want to say this. If you have breasts that hang to the ground, please do not come for Jeremy because he makes you into a song. When you was talking about them titties hanging to the knees, I was like, not do your titties hang low to do they wobble to the floor.
I took
I
Bruh, y'all
occasionally
have
I
have
no
breath.
idea. Y'all have no idea. You missed out on a really good live that I did. Like, it wasn't even supposed to be about Millie. It wasn't even supposed to be about her. It was supposed to be about like Bow Wow or something.
Jeremy, I cannot listen to you while I am eating. Like literally that morning that you dragged Mia, my daughter and I was listening to you, and her mouth was wide open the whole time. And when you called her potted meat, when you said her face looked like potted meat, my baby said, "Oh, the first person messed with me at school today. I'm gonna tell them they look like potted meat." I must have watched that video about 10 times. I hollered, I can't listen to you and eat at all. I'm gonna choke. And I'm gonna swear you trying to get my policy money.
Thank
Listen,
you.
Jill, I know Monique is clever, but Monique, my baby, I got her in purgatory right now because she messed up with this Tory thing. I had to put her on punishment. She in purgatory, but we gonna get her mind right. We gonna bring her back to the fold because we gonna do an intervention. She can't be windmilling like the pygmies out here. I can't have my cousin
And
out
I
here in
would
the
also
streets
like
like
to
that.
say, I wasn't windmilling that. I mean, it may have come off that way. I wasn't windmilling that hard for Tory. I
Yes,
just
you
did
did.
not
You
do it
literally called Megan a lying ass bitch on
because
Twitter.
she is. But I just thought
She
that
said she was
You
weird.
all lied
She
though.
said more people will go after Auntie Kelsey than Megan. Oh, you
Jeremy
was
just
doing a
blocked
lot,
the
Monique.
gentleman for saying that he found Kelsey more attractive
Monique,
than
you was
Megan.
doing
I
a
mean,
lot.
but what did she lie about? About saying that she slept with Tory? Now, here, listen.
And
You
she
can
lied about saying that she never left. And she lied about saying that they
Monique,
never had a
Monique,
fight.
listen,
Monique, right now, give me the
listen.
number of how many men you slept with.
23.
Give me all their names.
Ooh, in order?
Yep,
Okay.
alphabetically.
Cause I'm about to say, baby, everybody got somebody that they when they go back and think about it, you ain't counting that
I
in
just
your
Baby,
body
mean,
please.
count.
like
Right.
you
And baby,
forget.
it's
Like we've all
I'm
did
gonna
it.
listen. I
I've
got
never lied
somebody.
about
I
anybody I've
got
ever slept
somebody
with.
right to this
So, but have you
day.
ever
I
lied?
did not know their existence. I
But have you
deny
ever lied
knowing they
about something
existed.
though, Monique?
Oh, of
Like
course. I can be a lying ass beat too, just like Megan.
Okay,
I
we
would
all can be
discriminate.
lying ass bitches. We like,
Okay. That's all I'm
but if
saying. Let's not
but if I don't
pick and
want to tell
choose.
America who I didn't let eat my cooch, I have that right.
And I agree. I think she told the truth when that part was right. But I just wish we really got the facts. I want to know when the physical altercation really started, who started it, why it started, and what. But they say it's happened so fast.
We're never going to
Obviously,
get 100% of that because they were so drunk.
you can tell from Megan's point of view, even when she was in that ambulance, she was drunk as fuck.
Yeah,
Baby was like,
yeah. Her titty was hanging out, looking like Millie. It was a mess.
I was like, oh, child. I was like that don't look like her. Like she was so it's obvious that she was like I told y'all from the beginning. She was probably so drunk that she missed some parts.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Conveniently.
but Kelsey is definitely excluding things.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That's why I thought she did it this whole time.
I said I believe they both did it, and I still believe that.
I do too. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you.
I don't know
Kelsey
how
got some
though.
licks in somewhere. I think she might have got some licks in on me somewhere.
Yeah, I believe. You know, Tori may have shot her, but I believe she definitely fought Meg.
I believe that as well because her team was too adamant about blocking her out after knowing that she was such close friends. Kelsey did something that she's not talking about. Meg's not talking about it either. And I think that Meg is protecting her by not saying anything.
Right.
I think they're still both protecting each other.
Hello?
Maybe.
Hey Gina. Is that Gina?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're
I'm
just a
sorry.
little low. We can hear you now. You're good.
Okay, thanks. I want to play, not that I'm on completely like Kelsey's side, but by the way, if I have an accent, it's because I'm like British. So. Yeah, so I want to play for Kelsey's side.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second. But like before you talk, give me 1 second. I'm about to see if I can edit your. I'm about to see if I can edit your mic. Speak up.
Can you hear me?
Yes, that's better. Go ahead.
Alright, so I just want to, not that I'm completely on Kelsey's side. I am, because I've listened to the whole audio, I think about 2 or 3 times, and I am empathetic at some points. I believe that everyone made mistakes. I think that Megan definitely made mistakes from her side, and Kelsey made mistakes. So I think culpability goes 2 ways. I don't think we should speak like think in binaries where everything's all on one person and one person's completely absolved because life doesn't work that way. Like everyone makes mistakes, and in real life situations like everyone holds blame to some extent. So I don't think we should be like people should be trying to listen to that one person in the right way. both.
Like Gina, you're breaking up. Gina, you're
Yeah, I
breaking up.
think her internet might be
Yeah, Gina, you're breaking up really, really
connection
bad.
might be
We
bad.
can't
Yeah.
hear you.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you down and try to come back up.
Okay, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I cannot find my tab on my
See,
phone.
like y'all, like Gina is calling us all the way from London. Give her some benefit of the doubt.
Some grace.
Some grace, yes.
Yes.
It's some grace, some grace. Shout out to Mod Afro Mama.
Shout out to Maud.
I've not seen her in a while as well.
She was in she lives in Buffalo, so she was out for a minute with the snowstorm.
Okay. I'm gonna have to hit her up and check on her. But anything else anybody else got to say? What about you, Too Fairy?
Kelsey gave single white female. It was the use of the word we. She said we a lot. We were doing this. We were doing that. I don't recall seeing her in that WAP video. And I can't help but notice what her hairstyle was when she showed up to court. Now, could it be a coincidence? Yes, but after listening to this audio and the attachments that she had formed to not only Megan, but the amount of access that is around Megan, I don't know, it's giving weirdo vibes. And I also think hearing this this testimony also, to me, I just think it needs to remove some of the narratives surrounding all this speculation we've had about Megan and why she is not a quote unquote victim. This whole thing about her snaking her friend, it didn't even sound like she was all that attached to Tory when she was talking. And I don't know, maybe it's because it's been some time since then, or maybe it's because, people were saying that her husband was there with her, but it don't sound like she was all that bothered by her sleeping with Tory. It sounded like she was more affected about the fact that she no longer had access to Megan. That seemed to be the more pressing issue.
That's literally what she said in the I don't know if you missed that part, but she literally said it wasn't even about the Tory thing. I wasn't even upset at that. I'm just upset because we never spoke again after that. I never saw her.
Can I say this? I think we upset because that would be the normal reaction. Like if my girl slept with my man, but the fact that she's or my boo thing, or you know what I'm saying. I think that's the normal reaction. You broke girl code. Meg broke girl code. You know what I'm saying? Which is why a lot of people mad. But the fact that Kelsey said, "Oh, it wasn't even about that. It's about the fact that she didn't call me or we didn't speak after that." It's giving Mia and Jacqueline in the sense of "girl, the D was good. Try it." Like
Yes,
it's giving
that's
they
what I
played.
got.
It's giving they played past the D.
I'm not gonna hold you. Me and one of my really good friends, his name begins with a D, ironically. But like we definitely did that before. Like I would see somebody in the club and he would be like, "Oh yeah, I slept with him a couple years ago. It was really good. You should try it." And I was like, "Okay, well, let me give it an old school test drive." And I did, and I was like, "Oh, it was pretty good." Not like what I anticipated, but
I'm just saying that's what it's giving, but I feel like, and this is just my opinion, y'all could go off on me in the comments and it's fine, but don't be too feisty with it because, I'm going to come back.
Because I'm the only one.
But I just feel like at the end of the day, if we need to start windmilling and going hard for people who are not upset about their issues. Like I can't be more upset about your girlfriend and your man than you are. If you cool with it, girl, we going to ride. If you cool with whatever you got going on, I'm not no longer in 2023. Let's stop being more mad than people are about their own situations. It's gonna save us a lot of time and keep our blood pressure low,
right,
and a lot of gas and stress up in your chest.
right.
And then another quick thing that I just thought about. Kelsey's mad Megan and say, "Oh, it wasn't her," or whatever the case may be. But people are forgetting Megan and Rock Nation. They was just trying to sweep everything under the rug. Like if I say, "Oh, it wasn't you," then it immediately points to Tory, and I'm trying to keep save face. I'm trying to keep all this together and quiet. So I'm not gonna say nothing. But it's like you making a statement now, it's like, okay, well then and now it creates speculation and people thinking, oh well then Kelsey had to do it or Kelsey was there. Now we know for sure Kelsey was there. And she locked up. So she could have did it. Instead
Is
of
this Olivia talking?
yeah.
You made such a good point. That's why I really wanted to come up. You made such a good point earlier. I feel like you helped me connect the missing piece because y'all know my imagination is very vivid.
Your trick hip. Oh.
You listen, I got gas in my bag too. Okay. When you made the comment about them looking up her phone records, I was like, that makes total sense because typically if you are a personal assistant to anybody, you're given a company phone, right? So that means that phone, like, because I think somebody in the comments was saying, well, isn't that a violation of privacy? Yeah, but if the phone is in my name, it's not a violation. You're using a company property. I think so. Okay, y'all know how this go, right? Shout out to everybody that watched Scandal. You get the call in the middle of the night. Whoever the fixer is, you get the call in the middle of the night. Now the wagons are circling. They probably had their own private investigator looking into everything that happened because, again, Megan was traumatized and drunk, noticeably drunk. I think when they started doing their research, whoever the investigator was, that is when they saw those phone records and saw that she had been in contact with his team.
Right. And I just find it weird. Like another thing that irritated me about Kelsey, if you was trying to get back your belongings from Tori's bodyguard, or you were trying to get you and Megan's belongings back, why didn't you just call T Ferris like how you text him before? Why didn't you get him to go get the stuff or somebody, Megan's other bodyguard, somebody? Why are you yourself going to meet with Tori? That doesn't make any sense.
And you were so scared.
Right. And I'm just like, you definitely got paid off in some way, shape, or form. There's too many big entities a part of this situation that are on Tori's side. We could talk about Rock Nation, but Rock Nation is just managing Megan's career. Tori has 1501. Jay Prince is behind 1501. Then you have the influence of Aubrey, aka Drake. Like, there's too many entities. You easily could have been influenced, or somebody else is putting in this money in your account to keep you hush hush. And then you're on the stand talking about, oh well, I don't know. I don't know who paid for my lawyers. They're your lawyers, stupid. How you don't know? I know who pays my phone bill, me. I know who paid my rent, me. I know who pays my car insurance, me. How you don't know who your lawyer is? I know who pays my insurance for my car, me. How you don't know?
Also, given that her boyfriend was her baby husband, boyfriend, whatever he is, was told to play along to get along. Because it's no way that man sat there through all of this. Straight face, did not mad. They haven't broke up. They haven't missed a step in their daggone relationship. And all this came out. If you believe your woman was with this man and she had feelings for this man, I believe that because he worked for 1501, he was made or told to play along to get along. He had to be.
I'm not gonna lie though. Prior to listening to the audio, I just was on the whole, she's just not a good person. She never saw it for Megan. She was always using her. But after listening to it, I really do think that it's a possibility that she may have been threatened by those people.
You got that? I got exactly the opposite.
I think she did it because she's a snake.
Yeah.
And she saw an opportunity that she could get paid while being a snake.
Well, let me be clear. I don't want to be.
I'm saying, like, how's she gonna be threatened when her baby daddy and her husband works there? Like, unless they gonna kill the whole family.
Exactly.
Over Tori.
Well, I want to be clear. I'm not saying she's not a snake. I do believe, again, she gives me single white female. I think she was jealous of Megan from the very beginning. I'm saying when she went up in there in September, she told them what her version of the truth was. I'm saying in the courtroom, on the stand, I really think somebody yoked her up and told her, you better say this, you better say that.
Yeah, I think both things can be true.
Or maybe she got paid.
And she was scared of them finding out that she got paid.
I think both things could happen at the same time.
I just don't buy it. I don't see her a victim at all. I don't see her
Oh
as
no, I'm
I'm
not
so
saying she's a
scared and so
victim.
timid that they told they were gonna get us and why you ain't go away like everybody else did that they couldn't find all of a sudden.
I'm not saying she's a victim, but I do believe she's scared of those people. And again, you
I
offer
think
me
she's more
money
scared of
and
going to jail than she is of them people.
well, yeah,
Kelsey is a
she could be
real
scared
hood
of all
B
of the
from Houston.
above.
She
I
was
think she
good.
was like scared of them, and then they offer her money, and Megan ain't answer her phone calls no way. So let me take this money and just get along to get along.
But too feisty. When would she have gotten paid? She made that statement in September. That was only 90 days ago. And she completely flipped the script within 3 months.
Do you
Oh,
know
I
how
think she
many
got paid
people
long
that
before. I
they
think she
could
got
have
paid
got
long
to
before
pay her
September.
off?
If she
Yeah, I
got
think
paid
it
a
happened
long
long
time
before
ago, there's no way
September.
she would have went to the prosecution a few months ago and said all the stuff that she said.
But if she was smart, she would have got paid and said that he shot me. Because what he gonna do? Say I want my money back? I gave her
Or
money.
Hello.
or it was all a scheme for her to come across as a credible witness and then get on the stand and
Yeah, and
completely
get her
perjure
immunity.
And
That's
her
what
pay
I'm
him
That's
off.
saying.
and
that's
then
what I
completely perjure herself and then ruin the prosecution's whole whole
Okay.
defense. So
yeah.
yeah, I
Hmm.
believe
Yep.
that's what happened
Yeah,
That too.
that could happen too. Yeah.
Either way, she got paid. That's
because
all I'm saying.
there were certain bloggers who were saying that Tori's lawyer and her lawyer were meeting and having lunch together when they were on recess.
And then I get that part too. I'm not necessarily disagreeing, but y'all, do y'all really? Because okay, this is the narrative that she gave us in the courtroom. Well, she gave the courtroom. She said that she was lying during that testimony, and that now she's telling the truth on the stand. Do y'all really think she was lying when
Hell
she was
no.
that
Oh
audio?
no.
I don't think she was lying.
Uh-uh.
I think she omitted some things, but I don't think she was lying at all. Those emotions sounded real.
Hmm.
Yes.
Jeremy could
Ain't
even
that
hear
good
her
of an
smile. Like
actor?
Jeremy, you're not the only one that picked up on the fact that she was smiling when she
Right.
was
I
like,
did.
he called me and said, "Hey, big head." Like I think she was telling the truth.
Hmm.
I know she was telling the truth in that damn deposition or whatever you want to call it.
Yes. So I mean, my point in asking that though is, I'm not saying it wasn't a strategy for them to make her look to be a credible witness. I'm saying if that was a strategy, she wasn't in on it. I'm thinking they said, okay, go up there and tell them what happened. And then after the fact, when they were going to call her to the stand, obviously once the trial happened, that's when they probably yoked her up and was like, this is what you better say.
We're gonna get you immunity. So you ain't gotta worry about going to jail.
Whew.
And then they flipped the script on her again and act like she was the
Yes.
one that shot Meg. Not only
That's what
did
I
they
think
flip
happened. And I think that's why she was so
that's
scared to my pleading the fourth.
what I'm saying. She was scared of jail time. I don't think she was scared of harm. I think she was scared of jail time because they sat there and flipped the script. She did not know that they were going to say that she shot Meg.
At least not back in September. I think they looped her in by the time she was getting ready to walk up in that courtroom.
But guess what? Here's the thing. You
I
made
don't
that
think they ganged
statement.
her up. I think
You
they
made
changed
that
on her.
you made that statement to the police, correct? So anything you say to a police officer, you're saying it in conjunction with you're giving testimony or you're helping with the case. So if you
Hmm.
get up there and willingly admit you lied, then now you can bring a charge on yourself of impeding an investigation because you
Yep.
told willful lies
Hmm.
to point the police in a different direction, especially if the defense is coming out saying that you are the person who shot her. So you threw the defense off of your scent and put them onto Terry's, Tories, whatever, the little leprechauns. Um, you're opening yourself up to more charges. And if you were lying, then why are you sitting up here saying what parts were you lying about? Because you said that Megan was act like it was just about her and you were attacked too. Was that part of the lie?
Right.
Were
I ain't
you
gonna
really
lie, y'all.
then you put it then you have people questioning were you really attacked?
I ain't gonna lie.
And
That's the petition
You
that
want
needs to be
Megan
going
to
around.
you want Megan to defend you this and the third. Meanwhile, you were supposed to be her friend, but Carl was talking about how Megan was a hoe and this, that, and the third prior to the shooting. So when were you on the internet windmilling and defending for your friend, not calling her a hoe?
Never.
That's the
Hmm.
petition that needs to go around. I'm telling you, I might sign that one. They really do need to prosecute her. And I'm wondering because prosecution will make a selection based off of how much it'll cost to try somebody, how much
Hmm.
time they're facing. And then how much scrutiny they're getting from the public. If enough pressure gets put on them, they might choose to prosecute her, and I wouldn't be against it.
If
I
they
don't
got a
care if she just
mistrial,
do a
they
year.
definitely
I
would.
don't care. She need to do something. She needs to sit her ass down.
She lied and said those people were pressuring her, and everything that audio gave me, we're soothing you and comforting you, and it was no pressure at all. She sounded like she was glad to talk to him.
Yeah,
She
they
was
was just
glad to
letting her
talk to
talk.
somebody and get some attention.
Child.
But she a victim too. Remember, it wasn't just you that went through that. She a victim too. Finally, somebody care about what I went through.
Like I
She
had to
probably
like,
glad to talk to
like,
people.
like I had to sit there and watch you get shot. How do you think that affected me?
It didn't affect you enough because you was on the phone with that man that shot me. So what are you talking about?
She was so glad to go up in there. Yes, let me come here and tell y'all my story, baby. I have been through things.
She thought she was gonna get some People magazine covers and things like that.
Y'all better put her on the cover of Jet.
Listen, y'all are funny.
And
She
then
was
Meg
up
went up
there
on Essence right after the trial.
Meg is making this all about her. Like, okay, girl, you're delusional. You need fucking help.
I
And
think
then ain't
Gina's
nobody
back, everybody.
caping for her. Child, Megan. I mean,
Gina's back.
Kelsey is bitter. Kelsey is mad as hell.
Gina, can you hear us?
Something?
It seems like it's the same.
Gina. Can you hear us?
It's not working.
It's
that
not
sucks.
It ain't working.
Yeah, she said it's her Wi-Fi.
Oh, maybe if you disconnect the Wi-Fi, because that works. Sometimes I use my cellular service and it sounds better.
Mm-hmm. If you out and about.
Yo, I'm about to give me some boba tea.
Ooh.
Well, y'all know the chef getting ready to go live soon, y'all.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about it because I am ready to end this because I've been on live for over 5 hours.
Not you ready to end it.
Yeah, like it's like this has been very strong for me. Oh, look, Jay's back. What's up, Jay? I ain't seen you since the last video.
What's up, Jeremy?
Is this the street dude?
Yeah, I just wanted to come back on again for all those haters that was in the comments saying that I was a simp for believing Meg. Where's all that smoke at now?
Tell them, because I was the one that told you thank you.
They're blocked.
Where's that other brother that was on the panel
y'all,
that
let him
time that
talk.
said I was a simp for sticking up for Meg? I didn't need to hear the recording. I knew that Tory had shot Meg. So I want all that, the heat. Again, I'm on the panel again. All them people that was attacking me in the comments saying that I was a simp for standing up for a black woman. Where y'all at now?
Oh, wait. Say that one more time.
Where they at now? Everybody that was saying I was a simp for sticking up for a black woman, because I clearly knew that Tory had shot Meg. I didn't need to hear the jailhouse phone call. When Kelsey sent that text, Tory shot Meg, everybody gave her so much credit that she was such a hella gangster that she would be able to concoct this conspiracy all within 5 minutes, put too much on her taco. And I want Tory's father to come with that same smoke and same heat that he came with right after court.
He not.
Teach your son not to disrespect and beat and try to kill black women. Then we can talk. He got out there and made a complete fool of himself, talking about this was the biggest injustice in the history of the world when he knew damn well Tory had shot that girl.
The biggest injustice was those tight ass fucking pants that he was wearing that day.
And the
That was
hairline.
the biggest injustice.
And the hairline.
So yeah,
Thank
Jeremy,
you
I
again,
just had
Jay.
to come back and tap back in with you. You know, I wanted to see where all that heat and all that smoke was from the people in the comments, saying that when I was defending a black woman, defending Meg, and I'm not even the biggest Meg fan. I'm a fan of black women, and I don't believe that no black woman should be abused. I've had black women in my family that was victims of domestic violence. I seen it firsthand. So that's why I was passionate about it. So you mean to tell me now what's the narrative? All them people that signed that petition to for Tory's appeal, where y'all at now?
And Jay, the ladies were asking me last time, after
Are
the
you
live had
saying
ended, they were saying they were trying to see where they could follow you at. Oh, he got a girlfriend.
He got him.
Y'all
He got.
trying to
I'm about
y'all
to
trying to
say.
get this
He
man
got a
caught up.
girlfriend. He was trying to fight that inner hoe. That's what he was doing.
Jay, I just want to tell you yet again, thank you. Just thank you. Because I'm the one that called the dude out for calling you a simp. I just want to say thank you yet again because where is he at? That's what I want to know. I thought you were him at first. I forgot that you were the one that stood up for us. I want to see him again, the street dude, the dude that knew everything about the
You
court
can't see
system.
him because he's blocked.
He's blocked,
Oh,
baby.
okay. My bad. I didn't know that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yes, thank you again because you were here. You were the only man besides Cameron that will and Jeremy that will come up here and say the things that y'all said about black women when everybody else, even the other black women, were down in this girl. Sorry, Monique. Stray bullet. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It hit me in the foot.
I just
But
thought
thank
it
you.
was unfair. I thought it was really unfair. Now I want to hear what Milagro got to say. I want to hear what DJ
The same
Academics got to
thing.
say. I want to hear
Joe
what Say
Button.
Cheese got to say. I want to hear what all these bloggers that was clearly biased against this girl. I want to hear what they got to say now.
They're not about to say anything because
They're
they're
not
scared to
gonna
get
say
sued.
nothing. Right.
Because now they're
And
all legally
Milagro especially. Milagro as a black woman to get up on her platform and to disparage Meg the way that she did. I just didn't understand that. I just didn't understand why it was that so many black women was against Meg. I mean, okay, she could have screwed the whole football team. Her sex life was not on trial. It was the fact that this man attempted to murder her. And people, for some reason, still, even after all the evidence came out, still was saying, well, reasonable doubt. I knew before the recording, the jailhouse recording of Tory, calling Kelsey that he was guilty. She didn't shoot herself. And I mean, I just could not believe the hate that this girl got online from her own people. It still boggles my mind that, and I'm gonna tell you something else that was really, really hard to see was her in that ambulance. She was clearly traumatized and a victim of violence. She was traumatized.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It was hard to watch that, and I wouldn't wish that on no sister. I just wouldn't wish that on no sister. So that's all I wanted to say. I appreciate you, Jeremy, for doing this. Shout out to the panel, all you beautiful black women. I love black women, and I'm gonna continue to stand for black women, even if I'm called a simp, whatever. I'm gonna stand up for black women because I don't think no black woman should be a victim of violence. Too many times, oftentimes, just like with Shanquilla, a black woman can be beat down, shot, stabbed, and nobody gives a damn. And that narrative have got to change.
Yeah.
We got to protect black women. It can't be just a hashtag protect black women. We have to actually go out and do it.
Thank you.
So peace to everybody on the panel, and keep up the good work, Jeremy. You're doing a great job, bro.
Thank you for your thoughts.
Yeah.
And Jay's girlfriend or wife, we're sorry. We weren't. We just want. He just is passionate, and we just
I'm
wanted
not
to
gonna let
follow
y'all. I'm not
that.
gonna let y'all do that.
No,
Bye,
I'm saying thank you. We weren't trying to come at you. We weren't trying to come at her. We were just liking what you were saying. That's all.
All right, beautiful black queens.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Marquita, as the representative for your delegation, do you have any thoughts, any responses?
All a good man, a gay or take.
Any thoughts, Monique? Any responses?
He's right. He's right. I was one of those women. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to myself though. I know I was like windmilling that hard. I understand that there was reasonable doubt, and that's not how the justice system works. But listen to all the jury out of lies.
No, please don't go look for no more Everclear though, baby. Don't let it get that low. Don't go that low. No more. We love you. We got you. We're gonna uplift you no matter what. Don't go get no Everclear.
Having round the clock prayer circles for Marquita, and let me tell y'all something, baby. My God is good.
Y'all.
Okay, to be fair, I do have a question. Do you know why Tory was not Jesus?
Ooh, wait,
That
y'all are like
silverback is strong.
Got her too. Why?
y'all
That's the
sound like
silverback.
y'all talking through an elbow.
That silverback is strong, baby.
Oh, hey, didn't I say enough of that over here? Say that shit for Chef Don Don channel. Don't bring that energy over here. I do not want it.
Asabi.
But anyway, child, listen, cause if I have to fight a millimeter, I'm going to personally cuss all y'all out.
Jeremy, we love you. We sorry, okay? We sorry.
Okay.
But we love you and thank you for doing this for real. Like, because when nobody else, we could go no place else and get some love and come over here and talk our ish and stand up for what we knew was what was the truth. You were here. Late at night, early in the morning, you were here. So even before you went to work and had to deal with all you had to deal with at work, you would come up here and let these people irritate your soul before you went to work in the morning and in the evening when you got off. So thank you for being that one place we could come to besides Chef to get what we needed to hear as Black women, to feel some strength and feel like we do matter, because it was a lot of places that made people feel like we did not matter at all as Black women.
True.
Child, listen, look, I'm just happy that I was right. That's what I'm most
get on my nerves. You get on
I'm
my
happy that I
nerves.
was right. I'm happy that Megan got her justice.
Pat
And
yourself on the back.
And once
Exactly.
again, I'm on the right side of history. You know?
Yes. But y'all know Jeremy can never take a compliment. He gonna always downplay it just a little bit. I swear we gonna work on that though. We gonna work on that with him though.
Jim, I have a question to ask
Compliment
you,
him.
but I want to ask you off live when you end
You
the
want to
video.
ask me? What you got to ask me?
I can't tell you right now.
Okay. Oh yeah. Like, please be on the lookout for Chef Don Don's video. It's in the wait. Okay, I was like making sure I shared it. Y'all, please click on that real quick. Jeremy is about. Oh wait, hold on. Let me check my emails, child. Ooh, child. Not me thinking I'm off work.
That's why that skin looks so good, Jeremy, because the Black women, the ancestors are praying for over that skin every day for what you do.
Listen.
Trying to tell you, just keep it up. You ain't got to worry about no blemishes as long as you keep this up.
It's really the good molecule, honestly.
Not the ancestors is praying over the skin. I ain't mad at it. The African angels done came over for the skin.
Yeah.
Y'all a mess. Thank you, Jeremy, for letting me come up here. I'm gonna drop down to the comments with your flawless skin.
Okay, y'all. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I'm about
That's
to
that
end
black
this.
soap.
Yes, that is. It's that raw African black soap as well. I forgot to bring that, but then I don't feel like going. Oh, actually, it's right here. No, I ain't gonna turn on the camera. I already took my clothes off.
Wow, that was sweet.
Listen, Jeremy,
You like Superman.
I've been tired. My back hurt, my chest hurt, my throat hurt, everything hurt. I'm just trying to get some relief. But like y'all, I want to thank all of y'all for watching my channel and taking the time to even click. I hope y'all liked. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all did not though, because that's the way
I did.
Yes, click the like button.
Thank you. But yeah, like I was saying, like much love to every single one of y'all. Much peace to every single one of y'all. If nobody ever said that y'all were loved, I'm here to tell you that you are loved. And if you need a hug, here you go. Hopefully you felt that, because I know I did. And just imagine I did that with my clothes on.
I felt that muscle. I felt that muscle.
I ain't trying to catch a charge.
I felt the ad. I felt it.
All right, but like I love every single one of y'all. I'm about to head out and lay my ass down for a couple of hours.
Rest.
All right, I'll see y'all soon, okay?
Jim, I do have one question before I click off. But you can go ahead and end the live.
Okay. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all.